Why, hello. Welcome to my so-called life. It is Saturday. I hope everybody's having a great night. If not, we are going to bounce, rock, and roller skate and sew tonight. You guys ready?
Oh yeah, let's go.
I
Let's do it.
hope everybody's having an amazing Saturday. Welcome to my so-called life.
It's Russell Rush on Friday, kicking it ballistics on WIMS. Yo, I got a phone call right now. She wants to hold cake. I said, hold up. Yo, take this. She's trying to get money here. WIMS, Dallas Soul, Saturday, y'all.
Girl meets boy on Thursday night. Boy was high, girl fly like kite. They hold hands until next day. Boy then let's go hit his way. Boy rolls blunt back to his boys. Erection brings bad boy joys. Boy thinks of that big fat back. Big black fat, love big black fat. Girl calls boy to stand him up on Saturday. Saturday is the Saturday, it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday. Saturday is the Saturday, Saturday is the Saturday.
Back once more with the wall up in the score. Smash about a riff shit to make you rock your hip. Revival of the roller boogie in a ricochet to make you think about the time we spoke fun instead of fight. Yo, slip your butt to the fix of this mix. Toss that briefcase, it's time to let loose. Cause you work like heck to get the weekend check. So unfasten that sleeper on your neck. Connected like a vibe from the wheel to the foot. Come on everybody, do the funky output.
5 days you work, one whole day to play. Come on everybody, wear your roller skates today. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday.
Now as you pump your fists, I reminisce to a bounce rock skate roll fest to impress. Hey pretty diamond, do you like the way I'm dressed? Cool, keep the faith and be my mate, cause all we need is feet. But promote the hustle cause it keeps me thin. No need to talk, Luke just walked in.
Is there a threat on stage?
Yes, man.
So kick the wham on this jam.
Oh, Mr. Sprinkler, Mr. Sprinkler. Wet me for one, Mr. Sprinkler. I'm heating high five and a day's no split. With the yawn, I trip to the dawn. Out comes the bodies following the one idea. It's clear. Rattle to the roll. Hold back up the track, grab your roller skates, y'all. And let's zip on by. Zippity doo, now let's zip on by. Feed on the weed and we're feeling high. Sun is on thick and the cheese is rolling thick. Come on, it's no time to hide. Season is twist, spinning and winning. No hack and sack, let me in. Spill on the bottom away, but it's okay. It's a Saturday. Now let's all get baked like Anita.
Watch Mr. Lawn, don't look at the Peter.
Feel on the farm, I'll feel on the.
Hey, watch that.
It's a Saturday.
Now is the time to act the fool tonight. Forget about your worries and you will be alright. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday.
Hello. I hope everybody's having an amazing Saturday night. If not, we will be here for the next couple of hours. First, I want to say, hot off the press, right away, happy birthday to Jennifer. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jennifer.
Absolutely. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing month. Happy birthday. Welcome in, everybody. Marla, welcome in. Denise, Jean, Tasha. Yay, welcome in, everybody. Oh, so sorry if I missed you. Heather B, hello. Terry, welcome in. Terry Caprio, welcome in.
Hello.
So Terry, yay.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Hi,
Lady
Lady Grace.
Grace, welcome in. Still have those James Williams? Still, I do. Hangs his head in shame. I haven't made my other drapes yet.
Hi, Ollie.
Said hello. I
Hey,
thought
John.
somebody was in my living room.
Laura, get off. Oh my God, she's on my pedal.
I know that feeling. I'm only alone on the weekends. If a cat walks past the back of my house, I'm like, intruder. If I hear anything, I'm like, ah.
Yes.
Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, seriously, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Somebody has bad news. I got bad news, says Heather.
Heather,
Uh-oh.
you are so welcome. I hope you have a great birthday. Yay, green hand, green hand, green hand. Hello, hello. I know that feeling though, Terry. I watched way too many scary movies as a kid. So when there's a bump, if it's a windy night, I'm like walking around my I know that feeling. He got my name right. Do you know what's funny? I have a last name that people mispronounce, and it drives me insane. Dubrovka, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello. Great to see you.
Whoa. Yeah.
What? That
When he
can't.
said,
No, I'm gonna go see if mine got
when he said,
disappeared.
well, hello, I got back to the computer. Oh, I had my back to the computer. Okay. So, Heather, YouTube is probably contabulating the subs to make sure they're not stock accounts. When you get a bunch at once, they
Yeah.
don't pause your account, but they this happens to me. This happens to me
No.
all the time. Because I'll
It's
lose a
showing
sub
I'm subscribed.
and then
Yeah,
I'll gain
just-
some. It's
No, just wait. Just wait. Just wait for YouTube to work it out.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens to me. I go up 10 and come down 8. And it's just a roller coaster, right, girlfriend?
it
I
is
promise
strap
you.
on. Oh my gosh. Do you know what's funny? It was Jess. Because every time I'd lose a sub, she's like, it's a roller coaster ride. Wear a helmet. So now I'm like, it's a roller coaster.
It's a roller.
And
Yeah, you'll be
yes,
fine.
I did. As far as like sweeping and mopping and actually fixing a loose tile, yes, I did get my floor done. I get a lot done on the weekends. I do. I get a lot done. Hey, hello, hello, Jan F. Welcome in, welcome in.
Hi, Jan.
Great to see you. It's been a wonderful day. Yay! I'm so glad to hear that.
Oh,
I had a
I'm glad-
string of terrible birthdays. Yay, Emily! Welcome in, welcome
Hi,
in.
Emily.
I had a weird string of terrible birthdays, and then like I had a string of beautiful ones. The internet will correct itself.
Yep.
It will. And YouTube's been really iffy lately anyway. It's so weird. It's just weird. Like they're updating things all the time. Give it a couple days. Give it a couple days.
Absolutely.
Don't live on the analytics world. I made that mistake. I just lived to see analytics every day. And I had to like stop.
No, seriously, you're the one that you like. It was like a scene in Rudy. I'm doing push-ups, and you're like, "Stop crying over subscribers. They'll be there if they want to be." It's
Well,
true,
you
though.
know they want to be there. Yeah. I'm
Especially
pretty
the-
sure all of us creators, there's more creators in here right now. They've seen the ups and downs too. We're here for you.
And Terry's 100% correct. The internet will definitely think you're a bot.
Yeah.
Speaking of being a robot, I went to the swap meet. Hangs head again. I said I wasn't going to, but I got on my cleaning debt. I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm going to go. And something happened. I went, well, the quilt guy was there. And he, first of all, if you do know, this man squealed when he saw me. Do you know, if you do not react like that when you see me, it's almost a requirement now. Because between Modelo Man, who I miss, and I hope he is well, he is in the pantheon of fabric vendors here in the House of Sewing. When I make
Yeah.
my Mount Rushmore of vendors, Modelo Man will be there.
All right, so now I know when you pick me up from the airport, I need to squeal. Got it. Got it. See, I didn't get the
So
memo until now.
this guy was genuinely happy to see me, and I only wanted 2 quilts, and he gave me the other 2.
Mhm. You didn't tell me that.
He literally was like, "Here, take this. I don't care." And he charged me a certain price, and I just gave him $40, and I was like, "Dude, you have no idea how valuable this is to other people."
Mm-hmm.
I need
Oh,
to get
that's so
some sewing done.
exciting.
I've been working for Katie. Bugged me the last few hours, so I will be working.
Blame it on Katie. I watched you over
That's
there
right, my
talking
fault.
to Storm,
My fault.
but you
Yeah.
did
Back to
make
my.
her work. She made a rendering of that quote for you. You made her
She
work
did.
today. Yeah.
Between her and Shonda, oh my gosh.
Yeah. You have some amazing people over
I'm
there.
back
You
to
did.
I'm back to my sewing machine. Another shop hop block being sewn.
Oh, cool, Susan.
That is something I can't say fast. Shop hop block. Shop hop block. If Peter Piper can pick a see again. If Peter Piper
Peter
can pick a
Piper
peck.
picked a pack of pickle peppers. Yes.
Yay, Sylvia, welcome in, welcome in. At my sewing machine, sewing my 10th shop hop block. I'm making curtains. I'm happy that I feel like sewing. That's awesome.
Yay.
And you're reminding me to get off of my duff and make curtains for the millionth time. I only bought them like a month ago. Was it a month ago?
I'm coming to make the pillowcases for your son. So when
That was 2
I
years
I don't
ago.
help with the curtains after I get the pillowcases done because I've been wanting that fabric to help you make those pillowcases for over a year.
No, 2 years. The Raiders fabric is 2 years.
Is it 2 years old already? Oh, okay. So 2 years. So yeah, and then I'll start with the curtains. It won't take long.
Welcome in, Denise. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Oh, that's
Um,
fun.
to tell you the honest truth, right now with the climate and the way everything's going, it's not acceptable to be walking around filming people at the swap meet
Okay.
Why?
because of just the political climate and everything that's going on.
Oh, because you never know, somebody might get. Yeah, okay.
They look at me like I'm an authority figure. Or they'll think I'm filming people to like get people busted. It's just and I've seen people like pull out cameras and they're asked not to.
Yeah.
Mm.
But to be fair, because of hey, Sylvia, welcome in, welcome in. Because of
Hello.
Hollywood, in downtown Los Angeles, they have signs everywhere that say, "Please don't film here," because
Yeah.
because YouTube and TikTok ruined Hollywood Boulevard.
Hmm.
Because everyone goes down there to where all the stars are, and they're doing their dance and their videos, and people really don't want to go down there anymore.
Well, the celebrities are probably basic of it. And then you imagine having to clean up those stars down there because people doing things?
But to be
It's
fair,
wild.
I worked at 3 different tattoo shops 27 years ago in Hollywood,
Yeah.
and it was the same. If it's not one drama, it's another. So it doesn't matter. There's always some element or something that ruins it for everybody else.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
that's like a
before-
famous thing I say to my fourth graders. I was like, you are all in it together. The weakest link ruins it all. The weakest link. Don't do it.
Seriously, I should have stock in stretchy material. For as much as I don't sew with this stuff, you can get an amazing amount of weight in this stretchy material.
Yeah.
Oh. So, Katie, how's your day going?
Going good, actually. But at the same time, I can't ignore the elephant in the room.
What's that?
Let's see. Today is Sunday, so Monday, in 3 days, he will be leaving.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I know.
He's going back to his honey.
the sea.
His mistress. It's
Yeah,
a big
like-
joke between me and him.
Yeah.
Oh man, now you're reminding me of Pirates of the Caribbean. Those last movies got way too deep.
How long is he gone for again?
He
Just to
comes
remind
home.
everyone.
He'll be home around the. He gets off the boat on the 17th of June,
Yeah.
and then he'll come home, and we'll be home till Saturday morning, and then we leave.
Isn't that exciting? That time's going to go by so fast knowing that you're going there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like
Ollie,
I got short amount of time to try to cut Nora back on food and exercise the crap out of her.
let me get my Groucho Marx fake cigar. Never bring an elephant into a room.
Yeah,
Ollie, coming of the evening, Ollie.
Thank you, Ollie.
yeah, you know.
I grew
And then
up.
and then there's the other thing because I realized he's got 3 days, and I'm like, oh my god, we got to get the mandala off the wall. And just the thought of moving the mandala freaks me out
Yeah.
because I'm just scared about moving it.
Oops, there's an answer. What is the boat named, Katie?
A gomalik. You want me to spell it? When you look at it, because you heard me say a G sound, and you're like,
Yeah.
how do you get a gomalik out of that spelling? It's because the K is a G sound.
Christy, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the playoffs. For anyone interested, the NHL playoffs started today.
Watch
That's
how
why
I
I
spell
got
it. I put it in the chat.
So, hold on, let me see. Okay, this is the top. I know I've worked with this color before. Akamalik.
The reason it's being moved, Jan, is because my mandala has been I have been invited to show my mandala at the local knitting show that's going to happen in May.
Nice.
Awesome. Hi, folks. How's the sewing here? So
John, that's incorrect. You don't hear a heart G half the time because it's like a string sound, but no, it's not the Q.
this, Tweed is so funny. I guarantee you, I couldn't match this with any Tweed in this room, and I have a lot that looks like this.
No. No, looking at how chunky it looks.
Oh, Chrissy, I'm gonna cry. I hope the Kings. Hey, Candace, I hope the Kings put up a fight. Let's just put it that way. I hope the Kings make a valiant effort.
Yeah.
Yay! Congrats, Katie. Welcome in, Candace. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
It hasn't moved from that spot. Well, let's see. It was 2015 when I finished it, and it sat in a tote because I didn't know how I was going to hang it up.
Yeah.
And then when I was in California in 2018, I came home with 2 hula hoops, and that's how we figured out how to mount it. So it's been on the wall since 2018.
This is definitely some thick Tweed, Ollie. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you, Chrissy, I'm not delusional. I know the Kings barely got in the playoffs, and the Avs are one of the best teams in the league. So I'm not delusional. I just hope, and always hold out hope for your team, even if it's faint.
Do you have something to put in its spot, Katie?
That's a big debate going on right there.
Yeah.
There's been a suggestion me put a temporary design wall up there
Yes.
and
Yeah,
start hanging up the quilt along I'm doing right now, or that I started. And that's actually a good idea because I can't put it on the wall by myself when I bring it home. So it's going to have to sit in what I take it out of the house in, and then set it back where we have it. And so I think what we're going to do is Nikolai's going to cover that cutting table in the craft room because we cleaned it off, but you can still see glass embedded in the wood. So what we're going to do is cover that with plastic, and then just take a big sheet, and we're going to transport the mandala in the sheet and just lay it on the big table.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
Susan,
Then Bitsy said she would come and help me transport it from here to where it's going to get shown.
welcome in, KK. Welcome in, Lori. Welcome in.
That
Welcome
works.
in.
I like that you doing that. Yeah,
Um,
that's probably what I would do too.
Do you know there were a lot of good teams that made the playoffs, but the Pacific Division was terrible this year. So a lot of the West Coast teams barely eked into the playoffs. And if they were anywhere else, they wouldn't be there. But we're here now. You were in my. I love the Wild. Kaprizov scored today. They won 6-1. It was amazing to watch. I love the playoffs. I love this time of year.
Alibaba, I know that we're playing the Sens and everything like that, but they should at least showed up at the game today. They didn't even score. It was 2-0. And I almost wore the Hurricane jersey, but then I was like, no, I won't because I respect Ollie.
I
Here
feel
you
like you're gonna go put that on. I know. I feel that tone though. I feel that tone.
Oh, it's
I'm
coming.
gonna make. I'm gonna make a
Mhm.
hobo
Killer
coat.
jersey, here we come.
I'm gonna make like a hobo style coat with patches on the elbows. This material reminds me of like a hobo or a wino. So I'm definitely gonna make a coat with this. Oh, I got more of the same tweet. So we're gonna get an outfit. We're gonna get an outfit from this because I got
I don't
more.
know how you don't burn up in that.
It depends on what time of day. You know what's really funny? Even though I live in the desert, it's perpetually 50 degrees at night. Yay! Welcome in, Kathy Paulson. Welcome in. So at night, we're still wearing jackets.
No, I would like to take him to the tannery.
Well, at least in the middle of the night. Yay! Hello, North Dakota. Lori Clark, welcome in.
He's heard about it.
Oh. I haven't watched any hockey since UND lost to Wisconsin in the Frozen Four. I get it. I watched all of those games. Those were great games, though.
You're so full of mischief tonight. Oh, look at
Depends
you
on
with your
my-
sparkles.
What?
I love that
I'm
jacket,
all
though.
working out now. They're not a Whaler team, but yeah. So
I saw some Whalers jerseys.
this is how I go.
Welcome in, Mary. Welcome in.
I do it all.
Welcome in. I'm watching it right now. I'm trying to pay attention to the stream and not the game. Leaves are playing golf already. Hey, but I love my Leafs jersey. I had a great year watching the Leafs. I had a great year, and I'm gonna watch them next year.
Well, I kind of want to ask more questions about the Tweed. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a quick second. Keep me more informed about the Pittsburgh Penguins. I will. It's great that they're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
During the playoffs, I will. 130 degrees. It's just about perfect. I am a lizard.
Kilroy, my favorite Pennsylvanian. How are you?
Golf, not gold. I saw they're playing golf. Oh, that's so funny, Lori. Those tweeds are so thick; it will insulate him against the heat from the house to the air conditioned car. Absolutely. Then
That
into
right.
work. That is true. I do live in the air conditioned world. Then Denver won it all. I know. I couldn't believe that either. There's one person I know that was cheering because they went there. One person I know that actually went there. Welcome in, Andrea. Welcome in.
Hey, Andrea. Hey, Kathy.
I watch all West Coast hockey, Susan. I've watched just as many Kraken games as I've watched Kings games this year. And if I ever find a jersey with a giant S, I will buy it. Yay, I love the ruby red jacket. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hey,
We
welcome
only
in.
come
Welcome.
on special occasions.
Yay, Dre, welcome in. So every week I've been like finding tweed that I've never worked with before. So this one's kind of cool, and I got a lot of it. But this, although it's white, it's red and gray.
It's a curtain.
Oh man, I'm gonna make a mess with this thing. Is huge. Yes, I am Depression era sewing. I turn things into things. Give me a sugar sack. I'll make you a dress. Oh, I got to get in closer. I just don't want it to hit my coffee or my
Okay.
mic.
All right. I will. I'm gonna get you a sack. You can make me a dress.
Oh, like a cricket.
Oh, that's a
It has
nice.
a crazy. I've never worked with this before. And this is Tweed. It doesn't have a lining. It is this obviously woven by a machine, but
Is it
this is
thick?
Tweed. So
Is it thick?
it's not as thick as the chunky Tweed. This
Okay.
this one piece is less, but it's heavier than this that is more.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's
So
just the
no
beginning.
serger though. No serger for both of those.
Yeah. Working awesome, Dre, awesome. LA, oh, whoops. LA isn't a city, it's just a bunch of air conditioned boxes in the same place. That's fair. That's fair. No, that's fair. And so is Nevada, Arizona. Arizona, the Phoenix area was the most air conditioned place I've ever lived in my life. Ever. It is the most air conditioned place. You go into the gas station, it's freezing. You go into the mall, you go into the movies, you're like, I need a coat in here. They don't play in Arizona. That was my thought.
Yes, Lori. I
Where
know.
are the curtains? Depression era sewing.
Because I
That
thought
was-
it was a solid back, like you had pulled out a curtain.
I'm wearing the hospital blankets. I am. Let's go.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank
Hi,
you. And
Mona.
happy birthday. Yay, Mona. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, you guys are absolutely awesome. It looks like fabric to cover a couch and then use the backside to make throw pillows. I go
Like
crazy with Tweed.
that?
You see, but I'm an unconventional person. So I like taking something that's not necessarily what it's meant for and turning it into clothing.
Yeah.
Like I said, bring me your tired, your hungry, your poor, your sugar sack, your coffee sack, and I will make something out of it.
Okay. Challenge accepted.
So I have a quilt in the dryer. I don't think it's completely dry, but I'm going to pull it out. But I'm going to pull out the other quilts first. I have a rug right here on the floor that just looks like the other side of that material. Welcome in, Granny Patrice. Welcome in. Jess needs a hood made from that pink tweed.
Oh.
Thank you for saying pink, Ollie. Thank you. Because I don't know if this is pink. This reminds me of like Florida pink
Oh, that's salmon.
or Arizona. This is salmon.
Salmon. Yeah.
But this will become clothing.
Oh. Oh, I like it. Oh, I can see the jacket already. Yes. And the
That's
arm.
Oh man, that smells like it's been on an adventure.
You just put it on your tweed.
Tweed is absorbent. Tweed can handle it.
Okay.
So I go to a like I guess I call him the quilt guy because he has handmade quilts and machine made quilts, but he's the quilt guy, and he just hands these to me. Like, I'm not kidding you. I had to give him more money because I felt bad for the amount that he gave me. I'm like, no, dude, like here's some more money. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Gilroy. Thank you. What's the special occasion for the red jacket? Oh, it's the beginning of the playoffs today.
Yes. And
What?
the Hurricanes beat the Sens 2-0.
And Kathy, I have a really weird coffee bag that's burlap as well. I've seen all kinds of bags. Thank you, Sylvia. All kinds of crazy stuff. Will's gonna look like he's living in. Yep. Hate Ashbury. Yes. Take a bunch of the jackets and swap meet vendors, display, show to the customers. People actually, when I walk around, there are clothing vendors, and you can tell that they've made clothes from the fabric that's at the swap meet. Because you can see a dress, you'll walk by, you'll see a whole roll of that material, like right next to it. So people do that. Thank you. Oh, I am sick. Oh, what? KK, take care of yourself.
Yes.
Please take care of yourself.
Are you still sick from the other week when and that just didn't you didn't kick it out?
I think somebody sleeps in the van with these quilts. That smells like it was on an adventure is the nicest way to say it stinks.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love the colors of that. Makes me think of Carol Burnett's sketch of Scarlett O'Hara. Okay, I'm not kidding you. I still watch Carol Burnett. I know exactly. I've seen this more than I've seen Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the
Oh,
Wind 0, Carol Burnett a million. But just wait until I have time to watch it with him.
today
And
I
it'll be,
finished. Oh, Carol Burnett. I love Carol Burnett.
yeah, but
I
Gone
have
with the Wind, you're gonna like that too. You'll watch it one time and that's it. That's all you need, one time.
today I finished piercing a World Cup quilt top figure. I better get it done 2 weeks or like a week. Isn't it like a week or something?
Something like that.
Does it smell like crinkly bag material? It's been on an adventure. Okay, I think yes. These two are the ones I got for free, where he was like, "Just take them."
It's still
Yay,
going.
yay, Mona! Hello, hello. And so that one was free. Well, it wasn't free because I gave him an extra 20 because I felt bad, and he gave me this, and it's the same. Oh no, it's not. It's two different colors.
Oh, it's curvy. Oh, that's nice.
And basically, I got both of these for free.
That looks handmade. That like seriously.
And it
That looks,
doesn't have a maker's mark on it.
yeah. No, it's
'Cause
cute.
I'm starting to be able to tell the difference between handmade and factory, but I say that and like the first one was a factory.
Mm. Did I
Yes.
miss my
Jess is going to be on the next mission to the moon.
Yep, I have qualified after being Science Teacher of the Year in North Carolina. They decided that since she kind of knows a little bit about space and she likes to go on roller coasters, might as well send me off to the moon. But
Oh,
Ollie, we're still friends, right? It's gonna, we're, you're gonna come back. We at least win one game. Ollie, I miss
no,
you.
that looks like something you'd see in a Unitarian church. Do you know what's really funny? My job has a Unitarian church that's ran by a rabbi. So I don't have a problem with a Unitarian church.
Mm.
Oh, and I've said that a million times. I love the quilted piece. I'm telling you, like, and the funny thing is, now that I'm constantly asking for quilts, I walked up, he had these out because now he knows what people want. So he had these out. This one is a little bit different. This one I saw and I'm like, how much do you want for that? Oh, thank you, Mona. This one I already have the design of what I want to do with it cut out in my head, but this thing is huge.
Oh, that's so pretty.
What?
And I got
Oh,
a
that is
Is
pretty.
that pretty, Katie?
really trash
That
one.
is pretty.
Like
That
I
was
got
handmade or no?
hold on, let me look. It just so far I don't see a maker's mark.
It looks
Well,
homemade.
some people don't put their mark on it.
No, it's homemade because somebody hand sewed these pieces in right here.
Yeah.
Because everything was machined up to here, and then you can see the thread right here.
Oh, yes. I would just like to state in these last couple quilts, it's curvy. So you are bringing the year of the curve into the house of sewing.
Let's go.
I love
Let's go.
scallop edges and the scallops around the star. It looks great.
The sense we're just having a night of drinks and scoffed at the first game. You know what's
I-
really
Yeah.
ever since you told me that you root for the Sens, I really pay attention to the Sens, Ollie.
Me
I
too.
do. Oh, Kilroy, I'm gonna get to your comment. I just saw Kilroy's comment. And Kathy says, don't cut it up, donate it. I have blankets I can donate. I'm in
I would donate it.
I'm in quilting clothing era right now. And I know someone who's a blanket maker who made me famous in downtown LA. I've said this a million times. I was known as the blanket guy because I would give blankets to people. She's still making them.
So Katie, when I went to QuiltCon, there was all of these antique quilts that people had made into jackets that were selling between $300 and $500, and people were buying them.
Where's
Wow.
my coat? Where's my
Crazy.
coat? $800.
I don't know that I could cut up a 300-year-old quilt. Sorry.
No, it was just some of them were so beautiful that you could tell that they were hand stitched and everything.
That would be like cutting up my grandmother's quilt that's 150 years old.
Yeah.
Although mine would never make it to the clothing phase because it's disintegrating right now.
Yeah.
Every time I touched it, more dust comes off of it. It is literally passing away into nothing.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
It's because it's been used and slept on, and when my mom gave it to me, I didn't know any better. We used the dang thing.
Yeah.
You're very salty tonight. No, donate it if you don't want to keep it as a quilt. Make quilt exactly. My whole thing is I'm in this weird quilt clothing era. So I'm gonna make clothes out of it. And this one, the machine made quilt, I have stuff that kind of matches that, so I might use it as a hood. Kilroy, I live in a salt mine. That's a t-shirt. Patent pending, patent pending. I've seen pants and skirts using that star.
If you have an antique quilt though, whatever, I would go take it and have it looked at before you go cutting it up.
The only one I've ever come across is that one that was really trashed. That was my last quilted jacket that looks white, even though it's cream and the camera cleans it up. It was missing. Stars had fallen out. It was like trashed. Yeah. And there's an old saying in woodwork that I bring to life in sewing. If you can't fight it, feature it. And so I just featured all the trash stars and it looked great. I make bags for our local dialysis center. They appreciate them so much. Absolutely. Oh,
those quilts, those quilt scraps could be bags.
Yep.
That's another thing. I need to make bags because plastic is outlawed where I live. And so I need bags.
Oh man.
If the quilt is in bad shape, but you can repurpose it into clothes or bags, go for it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mona has spoken. Quilts are meant to be used.
Yeah.
No, I know. I sparked kind of a debate when I started cutting up quilts because people are like, "What are you doing, son? What are you doing?" But now everybody, if you go to any quilt con, if you go to any quilt show, people are wearing quilted jackets and they're cutting up their own quilts. Friends of Heat Stroke LLC. Hey Will, did Rocky feature Creed or did he fight him? You need to get some Rocky. Rocky, man, that movie still makes me cry. I can't watch the other one. I can't watch the one after that.
Rocky?
Absolutely. No, the one after that when Rocky is in Apollo Creed's corner. Okay, so let me get the last quilt. Let me get the last one, and I'll start folding it in my next Saturday. Oh man, this has 1,000,000 dryer sheets. Okay, so this It is.
All back.
This is. Oh, it smells great though. This smells great. Okay, this is the first quilt I saw, and I will be making clothes out of this. And this I think is handmade as well. But I love this color scheme on this. I don't know. There we go.
You're
But-
starring lately. You like your stars.
So I will definitely be making something out of this. But I need to let it completely dry before I start cutting into it. And it's even heavier because it's been sitting in my dryer.
Mm.
Smells great though. It smells like a million dryer sheets. Oh. So I went on a tweeting adventure, and for $5, I bought a Rams jersey too. I now have not one but two Todd Gurley II jerseys. This one's a bit trashed. I've been cleaning it up a little bit. It's a skill I have, but this has paint on it.
Mm.
It has little daubs of paint on it. So this is going to become my new gardening jersey. Now I have to clean up this giant mess in here. Welcome, I brought on. I bought 10 on Good Friday. I'm working on the next 10. Awesome, Kathy. Awesome.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Okay.
You have lots of jackets that someone could wear on the East Coast. Good old Psych Ward Blue. Oh, ew, dryer sheets. Ew, I knew. Here we go. This is now my third Rams jersey, and anybody can join the Ramily. All you have to do is have love in your heart, and you can join the Ramily. $5 cheaper toilet paper.
they accept all people.
You don't even want to know how much I paid for my Eric Dickerson. I have a throwback when the Rammies actually wore that color for every game. I have a throwback, and it's expensive compared to that. You got to get it steamed up with coffee and wing sauce. So
Nope.
true. I'm gonna wear that to a game so I can finally eat some nachos in peace. That's 100% correct. Okay, so the stinky stinks got to go back in the corner where they belong. I can't. Oh, now I can't unsee the Psych Ward Blue on that one and the other one.
I see that. Yes.
This one I want to work with, but I have to wash all of these.
I really like that one right there with the pink.
It's very electric salmon. It's very bright. They're doing one better. They're making quilts and then making clothing from them.
That's right.
No thanks. I don't need another dysfunctional family in my The Ramily, all they do is tailgate, eat lots of tacos and nachos.
Nice.
Because
I could do the tailgating part.
we have massive. Oh, let me save my squares before I bury them. I should keep cutting tonight, right? I should keep
Yes.
cutting my squares from last night.
Yeah, I like that idea. I'm cutting up a quilt right now.
Oh, I have to remind. I keep this as a reminder because I have 2 drawers down there filled with more. I keep this as a reminder to myself that I live in. I literally have an entire Walmart section right here. Literally.
Yes.
So I keep that to shame myself. Oh man, what are you working on, Twin McTwin from those planets?
So Katie started Well, she started a quilt a couple live streams ago, and she's been talking about it. And I was like, oh, and it's 4 patches, and then there's it's like a border around it. And so I felt inspired by this collection that I've had since 2024, October 2024. It was from the Moda Fat Quarter Club when I used to be part of that. And I was like, oh, this would be perfect for it. So I'm cutting up my 2.5-inch squares right now so that I can sew them back together.
Awesome.
Yeah. It'll be good. So I can't wait to show her.
I'm trying to semi-organize before I put more stuff on there. I still have to remember. So I still have to remember the quilt that I bought in. Well, so you don't think I should cut the one that I bought at the antique store, huh?
No.
What were you saying about me?
Oh, here, can you make me big for a second
Of course.
after you finish talking to your people?
I do, but I didn't have time today. I have to watch everything.
Katie, that's what I'm going to use.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's from the Fat Quarter Shop. It's the Moda October 24. And back when I used to get like the Moda Fat Quarters Club.
Yep.
And so I'm just in the process of cutting out my 2.5-inch.
Just going to be a Christmassy one. Yay!
Yeah, it's going to look pretty. It's going to look pretty. So that's
Yep.
what I said that you have started like a scrap challenge, like cutting all your
Yeah.
scraps in 2.5 inches, and then you put like a little border around it, and then you have it off. I didn't say it was offset, but there's offset rows too. There
Yeah,
could be.
or I'm
maybe.
calling it a half patch unit, I guess is what you would
Yes,
call
you
it.
are. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the half pat what one looks like. But what it is I'm trying to make it really, really beginner friendly.
Yes.
And so the only seams that they actually have to line up is the 4 patch that sits in the middle of this border here. They only have to worry about that right there. That's it.
Yeah.
When all the rows come together, these half patches, like row 1 will start with a half patch at the beginning of the row 2 will end with a half patch. Row 3 will start with a half patch. Row 4 will end with a half patch. So they don't have to line any of the rows up.
Which, when you said that today, I was like, ooh, even better. Because
Yeah.
I've been thinking about, ever since you told me about this quilt, I was like, oh, what can I use? Do I want to use my scraps? Do I want to use... And then all of a sudden it came to my mind going, I just have this pack of fabric just sitting there. And then I have navy and white. It's like cloud white from Riley Blake. I was like, it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm just cutting up fat quarters, and I still have like this much of my fat quarter left, which is huge. Huge chunk.
You know, the mail from Cotton Cuts was sent. My Clue 3 was sent out on April the 2nd. I got it 3 days ago.
Oh, wow.
I'm like wow,
fast, isn't it? Comparatively,
yes, super fast. So that maybe now that we're going to have our own little airport, maybe
I
the
think
mail will be better.
Welcome in, Diego. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hi, Diego. Absolutely, Kilroy. You are now in the Jess and Katie telephone call wiretap show. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Welcome to our lives.
It was hard for me. I ended up making some of the blocks tonight because I just couldn't help it.
Yeah, no, you did great. You did great. Kilroy, you want to come on and join us? I would
Has
love
he
to
been on
hang
before?
out with you and talk to you.
Yeah, I have not. Has he been on a live?
Not that I've ever seen, but
Oh, okay, got you.
no.
Because I'm like, you've met him and I haven't.
No.
We need to get John on here too.
Absolutely.
Mr. Alibaba, where are
Yeah,
you?
we need to get John on here so we can have a conversation.
You're being paid, Jolly Baba. You are being paid.
We'll have
Oh,
fun
no.
conversation.
Your favorite Greenlandic is asking for your presents. Oh,
And he's like, oh
You know what's
gosh, that's a
so
can
funny?
of worms.
Do you know what's so funny? Like a month or two ago, I completely cleaned out this entire area, and it took a month, and my chair is completely filled with fabric again.
It
no.
don't take long, William. It really doesn't. I think that the only organized person in here right now might be Jess.
Do you know what? I should have a closet tour.
Oh, is it all
Because-
stuffed in the closet?
Okay. I don't know if I'm ready to say Ollie's hiding from the internet. Ollie, you're not doing a very good job because I can see you.
Yeah, we can see you. No hiding allowed.
I wish I could, talk, but not yet. So that's what I think about. I was like, oh, I could tell everyone like certain things, but
Let's make clothing from curtains instead.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. And yes, I do wear the drapes from Medical Center, and I wear them well.
They drape so well across you.
Oh man, it's hot in here.
It-
This is the only one on screen that won't give a
Jess is the only
competent
one
and
on
non-corrupt fireman. Okay,
Yeah.
so our fire marshals are amazing.
I'll
But
send you
they know
pictures. Troy.
They know me. They know, and they tell me all the time because they're like when they come to my job, they're like, "Wow, this place is so well organized." And I look at them and I said, "Yeah, because in real life I'm a hoarder." And they go, "Ha ha ha ha," and I'm like, "I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing."
Oh man.
Yes, I will give a fire marshal a heart.
I love how Kilroy brings up the fire marshal. It's good.
Very good.
I need a new blade for this 28.
I just bought new blades for my rotary cutters. For the giant rotary cutter.
Mm-hmm.
But then I dropped it last night, and I'm like, "Oh no! I hope I don't." That's my biggest problem because I don't close them, and then I drop them, and they chip.
Fun fact, Harbor Freight, anyone that has a Harbor Freight in their area, most carpet cutters are 40 or 60 and they're just like this and they'll fit your Olfa and stuff.
Yeah, they will. And the ones from Amazon
And they're a
sells
lot
them
cheaper. You can
Yep,
get them
you
like
can buy
99
like
cents a
20
blade.
for $10.
Yeah. So
I've
go get
never
yourself
thought
a blade.
to. Atlantic City, New Jersey has casinos as such. I've actually been there.
I've never been to Atlantic City. I've driven through like by it, but
It's like
it's nothing I
Vegas,
really.
it's like Vegas with a boardwalk.
It's like you take Vegas and Myrtle Beach and merge them together, maybe.
I
Okay.
think it's. I
And
like
they're
the history. Well, I like the history behind Atlantic City. I like how it was built, but just as I like the history behind Vegas. So
Yeah.
it's just Atlantic City is a very interesting place. I say non-corrupt because it's clear that Will is part of Big Sewing. I am. More specifically, their fire marshal lobby force. I am. I'm part of the Big Sewing lobby. Buy more thread and replace a needle after every project.
Yes, I do.
That is big. That is when I saw that. I can't remember if it was Singer or it's like it was in the manual where it said, "Do not forget to replace a needle after every project." I said, "What planet are you from?"
Yeah, I was just going to say, some people would have a heart attack if they knew how long I use a needle.
But they're doing that to sell more, to sell more,
Yeah,
accessories.
products and stuff. Yeah.
Yay, Linda, welcome in, welcome in. Great to see you. Oh,
I'm
that's
doing
good
okay.
to know. I
I have
know.
to
Just-
change.
So sorry. Jess, can you say that again about the rotary blades, please?
Absolutely. So you can go to Harbor Freight and go to the carpet section. So they have cutters and all of those, elements and stuff to put carpet into your house. And I think they have 45 and 60-inch rotary blades there, and they will fit your alphas and different rotary cutters.
I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm
And
gonna
they're a
go.
lot cheaper. Yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow, and hopefully I'll take a picture and put it on my channel, and then maybe some people will be reminded of it. But I think it
Yay.
would be something that we could benefit from and save a little bit of cash if they
Mhm.
work out well. We'll just say that.
Candace says AC is sad. Went there for a couple years when I lived in PA, but the beaches are empty, which is nice for kids. You know what? Jess, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Would you say that Vegas is for children?
No. No. Well, okay, sorry. Sorry, hold on. Let me preface. It's not for children after 7 o'clock at night. Once the sun goes down,
Okay, that's
no,
true.
you just need to bring your kids in. Other than that, if you want to go to the arcades and do all that stuff, you're fine. There's really not a lot of things going on. Go to a show, do your, during the day. But
That is
you
true
need to
at
have
night.
them at night. Don't bring them out on the boardwalk. Don't do anything like that.
Come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Will, you're
Well,
slipping. The new directive is absolutely must replace a needle after every stitch. At my old job, when I would see a fire hazard or a safety violation, I would let management I would let management know if the fire marshal comes and you'll be fine. The next day I'd see issues fixed. For real. Yeah, Cynthia, hello, hello. Family time is over. Everyone went to bed.
Yeah.
I'll be sewing with you in a few minutes. If you want to join, let us know. Yay. That's great. Thanks for the info. I'm watching a show called First Look. The people look like they're enjoying not being crowded is a good thing these days. Yeah, I've never been to Vegas, and based on everything I hear from everyone, I have no desire to go. Vegas' biggest problem right now is overpricing.
Yeah.
But, and I'm not going to get over it because I'm still talking about it. I paid $70 for a potato, 2 sodas, and what was the other thing? Oh, and a bread bowl.
Bread bowl.
I
Yeah.
rode to California, and I had a great time. I met amazing people that I will take memories I will cherish for the rest of my life. I made at Road to California, but
Yeah.
their food was crazy.
Prices, yes.
I felt like I was at Disneyland. So Vegas, some of their prices are insane. Atlantic City is good if you have a real idea of what it is. A bunch of casinos on a beach. If you're expecting a Disney vacation, you'll be disappointed.
Mm.
But that's like anywhere. When you go somewhere, you have to know that there's a real side to it. Like when you told me about Myrtle Beach, that reminds me of Venice Beach. You know,
Yeah. Myrtle Beach is just crazy.
but I feel like a lot of places are like that.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Now I
really
have
have no desire ever to go back to Myrtle Beach. So, no desire.
I guess I do have a bunch of scraps. All right, I'm gonna cut some squares out.
Let's scrap it up.
Go to a convention, pay convention prices. I'm not saying this to be mean, but I went to San Diego Comic-Con. Oh my gosh, I don't know, 19 years ago. It was affordable. Now you have to be rich. Everything that was free, you have to pay for. So conventions have changed themselves. Just get fed at the Chinese buffet beforehand. I have to go by myself because there's someone I know that doesn't do buffets.
I would do a buffet. I just can't eat buffet food like the amount that I would need
No, I know.
you know.
I need you to push my wheelchair though,
I can
because I
do
won't
that.
be able to walk after.
I
I'll
can do
take
that.
I'll take a buffet as a challenge.
Now, like, I have gone places and like I can have a salad and something else and I'll be totally fine. But no one goes to buffets to eat a salad. They go for all the junk and the desserts.
We had a soup place it was called the Soup Plantation. It was soup and salads. All you could
I
eat.
would
You
love
pay a
that.
flat fee. Would you go
Yeah.
there?
Oh yeah,
I
easy.
miss that
I could
place.
eat a salad.
Oh, I miss that place. You get a baked potato the size of your face, and it wasn't $30.
Yes.
But I want to make a distinction between the guild and the convention, because the guild has no control over the price of the food. Do they?
The guild has no. They don't have
Yeah.
any control
No,
whatsoever.
I have no
It's
gripe.
whatever the convention center people want to charge. Absolutely. But do you know what? Next year when we go back, we'll probably get a baked potato.
What's that?
I said next year when we go back, we'll probably get a baked potato.
I'm gonna come with one in my pocket.
Yes.
I'm gonna heat one up in a microwave.
We're like, do you have something to heat this up with? Do you know,
Push
because
the
they
wheel.
don't check your bags for anything. You could totally bring in food and they would never know.
I brought in food. I also
Right.
brought in my own drink in my bag.
Yeah. See?
I'm not paying $10 for a Coke. Sorry, but no.
They were $5 each, which is insulting because even here you can get a 6-pack for $5.
Yeah.
And even at the expensive stores, you can get a 6-pack of Coke for
They were
like
nailing
$3.
They were nailing people coming in the door because they went down the road to one of those coffee shops and they come walking in drinking coffee from the cup, and they made them throw them in the garbage can. And one of the girls was complaining about it. I said, get a thermos, put your own coffee in it, or buy the coffee from the coffee shop, put it in a thermos and stick it in your bag. And they
Yeah.
can't do a damn thing about it.
Just push the wheelchair after the Chinese buffet wheel will need a tow motor to get around. I haven't been to ever since the plague. They got rid of most buffets here that were chain. Like we had Golden Corral, we had Hometown Buffet, and they're
You
gone.
don't have Golden Corral anymore?
They're that whole. I don't know if they're owned by the same company. I feel like they are because they have the same food.
Yeah.
I
But
took
anyway,
Nikolai. What's
there.
that Southern buffet one? Do you remember, Jess? It's a Southern buffet company. Because we have one in Lake City, or did have one in Lake City, and I took him there, and let me tell you what, he was not impressed. He said
I
there
don't
was
know.
too much greasy food sitting on that buffet.
Oh. Golden Corral is in the South. I don't
It
know.
wasn't Golden Corral. It was because it was inside the mall in Lake City, and I can't think of the name of it because it's been so long since I've been there.
There was
But it
one
a
named
big
Ryan.
food buffet.
Yeah.
Kilroy, I 100% reserve the right to cry about prices. And for
I
the
think we
record,
all do.
when I started driving, gas was 65 cents. Let's start the fight.
It was 99 cents in New York when I started. I get it.
So I feel old. Oh man. All right, I guess I'm continuing last night's project.
Did you cut any more out after the stream was over?
A couple, but not like anything. I was looking, it was weird to be done with that section. The fact that I have space there is so weird to me. I put my serger over there just for measure, but it's weird to I finished something that I've been meaning to do for months.
Is
So
Surger Station coming back?
I have to clean a lot
Oh, okay.
before I bring back Serger Station.
Um,
Whoa.
So some people, when they, because I know you're going to want to make it scrappy, you can take like a large basket or a bag and put all your squares in there, and you just pick randomly out, and so it's like blind.
That's what I'm thinking about doing because if I think about it,
Then
the
it's
only
just
thing
good.
I try not to do is when I make my rows is I try not to have like two of these right next to each other.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I do is to make sure that because I'm really not going to get a semblance of order with these because I have like just I don't know. I am going to do the accordion thing where I mix them up.
Yeah.
I'm just getting warmed up in the bullpen for once. I got to toss a no hitter tonight. Oh, Kilroy's going Sandy Koufax again.
You go, Kilroy. I've missed you. You have no idea. I told William, I was like, he's going to be here on Saturday. I'm ready for him. I'm ready for him. So I like it. We've had a whole week off with, and now you're back. Kilroy's back. Back again.
You're just being, so you're just being mean tonight.
Oh, he's not being mean.
Sit in car and eat before you go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not even like when I was a kid. You want to talk about role models? My mom had this giant purple cape, which she still has, which trips me out because that thing is older than me. But anyways, that woman would take us to the grocery store because candy was cheap back then, and she'd be like, "All right, get whatever you want, but it has to fit in your pockets." And so I would get something that wouldn't melt. So I'd always get sour candy or something,
Yeah.
And like my mom, she'd be like, pick a soda. And we would get the big ones like the half a liter, the huge ones. And long story short, my mom would put them in her purse. My mom's purse was this big. She'd come sloshing into the movie theater and they'd be like, come right in, ma'am. They knew my mom had a whole chicken dinner in there.
Experience. They knew.
They knew. They didn't care. I'm old school, man. Like I will
Well,
sneak some food.
people wouldn't do that if they wouldn't be so pricey with their stuff.
Even back then in the 80s, it was expensive.
Exactly.
When it was a quarter at the store and it was like $2 at the movie theater, you're crazy. Just so you're going to Paducah this week.
No, I can't go. And it's okay. Some year I can't go until I'm finished teaching. Like, I can't justify it unless I go to another school. It's EOG time.
Disneyland stops letting people in wheelchairs go ahead of the line because of non-handicapped people were cheating. Because of my line of work, I don't
Say
think
that again.
Disneyland stopped letting people in wheelchairs go ahead of the line because non-handicapped people were cheating.
Oh,
we have that
gotcha. So they were pretending to be handicapped.
where I live.
Oh,
Do not get caught parking in a handicapped parking space if you do not have a disability. The cops will throw the book at you. And if you have a tag and you're using someone else's tag, it's not fun.
well, I can understand why.
Do you know, because of my line of work in the past 16 years, I don't think I've ever been to Disneyland where it wasn't Disability Day, where every other person there came from a facility or something where someone had a disability. So every time I've ever gone to Disneyland, everyone has wheelchairs. every other person. In my world, that's normal.
I keep forgetting that I can get a senior citizen discount. I still haven't used one because I forget about it. I don't even think about it.
Katie, you got to be proud of it. I was raised by senior
Just
citizens.
like I need
and
to
they were
start
proud.
using it. Yeah.
Are you
Especially
kidding me?
since I hit a year older this year. It's like, well, I really qualify for senior services now.
My parents would take me to places that because I was so much younger than my parents, I would go to places that senior citizens. There's this place called Norms that caters to older people. I used to go to Coco's in California, and it caters to older people. I miss their food. I miss those restaurants. I just found the pocket pattern of the dress in my suitcase. How in the world did it get in there?
Miracles.
We go to the drive-in and take out Chinese food. Absolutely. I miss those days. I miss those days. You know the prices are high. Eat before you go in. It depends on what you're doing. And also, I'm not kidding you when I say this. I have hypoglycemia. So if I don't eat, I start getting funny. Or I'll yell at a manager, and he thought I was
You
kidding when I
start
said I have
getting
hypoglycemia.
angry.
Or like
Angry.
no, people think I'm kidding. I I have hypoglycemia. You don't want to see me when my levels are low. I turn into George Costanza. We live in a society. It turns into a Seinfeld episode. We took the kids to the movies on Easter, and I hid their Easter candy in my purse, and my kids were so scared. Nah, man.
Oh, that's so funny,
Oh,
Tasha. They
I'm
thought
gonna
you were
bring my
going to get
mom.
in trouble.
I'm gonna bring my mom on. She'd look at us and be like, "Don't get anything that melts," or she'd start handing out the bottle, the those like half liters out of her purse. You'd hear that in the theater because we all start opening our soda. Oh,
Yes.
we were bad. We were bad. Heather, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you
Yes.
so much for hanging out, Heather.
And don't worry about subscriber count. It'll
At
come
all.
and it'll be back. It'll be back.
I'm telling you, it'll jump right back. There's
Yep.
times where I refresh. Oh, don't even get me started on the shorts. They mess with my numbers so much, I quit looking until the next
Yep.
day. Because it'll say, like, I had 50 people watching. And then I refresh, and it's like, oh, 550 people watch. I refresh again, they're like, oh, 700 something.
Yeah.
So,
Or you'll stay stagnant at 1,000 for like
Yeah.
5 hours, and then all of a sudden you go back and it's at 2.
drives me insane. If you don't eat, you start getting funny. So we now know Will does not eat before starting his streams, which is actually kind of true. Sometimes I don't.
No, he eats
Same here.
afterwards, guys.
I forget to use it all the time. Oh, they were trying to come up with their cover stories. If we got asked what was in my purse, my daughter said we can tell them it's a lot of chapstick. I love it.
Oh my gosh. No, Tasha. Your
Oh,
daughter is hilarious. I love that.
oh.
Absolutely love that.
And as of right now, the Flyers have beat the Pittsburgh Penguins this evening.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
To me, Sidney Crosby is one of the greatest hockey players of my time, but I'm biased because I've watched his whole career. And so I wouldn't mind if I don't have a dog in this fight. But the Pens versus the Flyers is good. A roll of lifesavers wouldn't hurt. I doubt you have low sugar levels with all that crap. I have hypoglycemia. You use more sugar in his coffee than Columbo. I do.
Yeah.
I have decided Thursday afternoon that I really didn't want that long drive from LaGrange or to home. I stopped at Motel 6 and was pleasantly surprised that I got a discount belonging to AARP. I use my AAA card. Quite honestly, like if we were on the road, there's certain hotels I will and will not stay at because I know I can get a discount with my roadside assistance card. When I was a kid, they used to give you a book. AAA would give you a book and it would like have coupons for all the places you could and could not go.
I think they still do. Because sometimes I'll get a book in the mail and said, if you join, these are all the discounts you get, and here are your coupons. But I used to have AAA when I used to travel from North Carolina to New York all the time before I became a North Carolina permanent resident. But because my car was so old, I was always afraid it would break down.
Where is my square? Do you know, I never thought I'd use Mr. Pen, and here we are. I'm using Mr. Pen. This thing always made me laugh because it comes with a mustache.
Oh, I never knew those did.
Oh,
Interesting.
I got the old timey hipster version.
Yes.
Came with an IPA.
It said it's time to go to bed.
Oh,
Funny. Oh, I love it.
oh,
I
your
didn't.
babies are rule followers. My
Yeah.
son's the same way. My, I, my, my son's the same way. Did you complain about the room no longer being costing $6 a night? He complains about the Super 8 not being $8 anymore. Hey man, I could totally stay at a Super 8. I forgot to check AARP for discounts all the time. I'm telling you, and I know it's not a thing anymore, but I used to hang out with someone that got me hooked on Groupon, like in the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
I would come with my Groupon and be like, I need 75 of these now. Thank you. I have a Groupon.
Oh, I look at Groupon all the time to see if there's any fun things going on around here. I even did it before I went to Vegas with you last time, but I didn't see anything that just, I couldn't live without.
In my town, the high schools sell these cards that give you discounts to all the stores that participate.
Yeah.
So I usually end up buying those. And I'm not a
the Boy
hater.
Scouts are selling those right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll buy from any high school. I'll buy from a high school I didn't go to. I'm not a hater. Here's $10. Where's my discount? Thank you. Give me my booklet and my card. Thank you. But I've used AAA quite a few times. But it's more in. Oh gosh, do I need to get another bag?
Oh, a black bag?
I filled 3 55-gallon bags last night from what was under there.
No way. Stop.
And I was gonna put it in my car this morning, but last night I was like, no, you're up, let's do it. And so at like 2 a.m, I walked out there like reverse Santa Claus, like the Grinch who's putting his fabric away, and shoved it in my fabric car. That's what it is. It's my house of scrap.
No, you're right. No,
It's my artist blue lemon. I bought a car that like I shouldn't have, and I am fighting the state of California, and it has sat in front of my house for the past 6 years. Have you ever actually used AAA, or do you just get it for the hotels? Yes. But the funny thing is, I've used my card to rescue more people at my job than anything else. Or someone would be like, yeah, I fixed yada yada on a car, and I'll get a car, and they're like, I'm broken down in the middle of the road, and I got 6 people in the van. I need you right now. So that's what I use my card for, that more than anything else. So I do use it, but more for other people than myself. Because we have that weird 7 mile thing where it's free. If it's 7 miles, it's free. But then you have to pay after the 7 miles. And I'm like, okay, make a right here. Go down this street. I'm like, with the GPS, no, we are 6.2 miles away. I'm like, we're going to get this one for free.
That's funny.
I didn't. I almost asked if they left the light on, though. I totally understand their costs. Couldn't that small of a rate.
Yeah.
It all
I've never
depends.
stayed in one of those hotels.
I've stayed at all of them. All of them. From the roachiest to Motel 6, Super 8, Quadruple 8, all of them.
Oh, you know how bougie I am.
Ones with a jacuzzi in the room.
I like staying at comfort suite stuff.
I know
I think that's what they're called.
I know someone who has worked with that company for 27 years. I know actually quite a few people that have. There's a bunch of people who are from where I'm from that started working at one in high school and never stopped working there.
The hotel that we'll stay at when we first get to Copenhagen, the dog-friendly one I mentioned, is called the Clarion. It's a 5-star hotel, and they just built another part of the Comfort Suites right next to it. And the Clarion, along with the Comfort Suites, all belong to one country,
Yeah.
not company. And the staff, any Comfort Suite I've ever been in, the staff is exceptional. And that's why I like staying with that particular brand.
They have like a good reputation with you and their and just the yeah. That's good. I'm glad.
The other company that's really great to stay with, and they have hotels strung around the United States, is Sonesta. Oh my goodness! I stayed when I landed in Raleigh. I had stayed there for 2 nights because I was waiting on the Airbnb to be ready, and I told her, I said, "How do you get a taxi to come pick you up to take you to somewhere to eat?" Because I've never been to Raleigh, so I don't know anything about Raleigh. She says, "Well, we have a um, what do you call it? It's like a little van,
Like a
Like
shuttle.
a shuttle.
a shuttle. That's the word. They have a shuttle." And I said, "Well, how much does it cost to use the shuttle?" She says, "It's not going to cost you anything. You tell us." They gave me this long printout list of all the restaurants they'll take you to for free. They'll drop you off, and you call them and say you're done and ready to go. They come back and pick your behind up.
Ford
cool.
does that. Ford does that
Yeah,
with
that's
me
pretty
every.
cool.
Ford does that with me. That's why I keep on doing my business with them. And I remember when AAA would send you a roadmap if you requested a vacation destination, you would mail them a request and they'd send you a spiral book. I'm not kidding you, Terry. Some of the greatest memories as a child was sitting in the back of my dad's truck, and my parents were going on some crazy like 400-mile adventure. I would map it out with the maps that AAA would give you. So I knew where we were going because I had a map. Because of those people, I know how to read a map.
Yep.
Oh, them and Thomas Guide. Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
always forget to check out hotel discounts. I'm telling you, they will hook you up, Cynthia. He'll stay at a hotel named the Royal Inn where you get woken up. Okay, to be fair, I stayed at this really bad hotel in Vegas, and that only happened one time and all the times I went there. Bougie,
Is
I
it
don't
that one that
normally.
I know
Yes,
of?
one time the police were busting someone there at 3 a.m. I don't normally stay in a hotel unless it's under the Marriott management or brand.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Marriott's pretty decent too. I've stayed at that a couple times.
I usually
I
stay at the Hiltons.
Hilton's is good to stay at. The problem is they're so bloody expensive.
Um, we had
They
like
are. They are in Florida. Put it that way.
no, they are pricier in some aspects, but we used our American Express card, and then for some, like we got a lot of discounts through UNC and stuff. So
I am so conditioned. I am a robot. The second you said American Express, I don't leave home without it.
no,
Robot. I'll be right back. I have to go to the sewing room. The second you said that, I was like, oh gosh.
yes. Oh my, I got to count to see how many squares I have here. I just cut everything out, and I have so
I
much.
have quite a bit left over from this Callie and Co stuff. Unbelievable stuff left over. Oh my gosh.
Six.
All of this whole stuff I have left, along with this.
Oh wow, yeah, you do
Then
have.
I have half a Jolly Bar left, plus over about half of the Stitch It kits left.
Hmm.
But none of it's big enough to do any borders with, unfortunately.
I understand that. 56 divided by 2 is 28 times 12. So I have 336 squares cut out.
Oh wow, nice.
That's a little bit more than I'm going to need, but that's okay.
Yeah, you can always use it on something else, or put it on the back.
I know it's 84 4 patches. So
Nice.
yeah.
I couldn't
Oh,
believe how fast I got those 35 made on a live.
mhm.
Usually that never happens. I guess I was really focused.
Yeah. And it's just, and it's when you're sewing 4 patches, it's like it's mindless. That's how I call it. It's a good
Yeah,
cleanse.
mine was going. Yeah,
Just go and you just watch things and you just keep going and going.
it's kind of
And
like when you're FPPing it too. You can just about mindlessly do it while
yeah,
holding
follow
a
the line.
conversation or listening to a live at the same time.
Welcome in, Louise. Welcome in. And
Hi,
Grant,
Nathan, how
great
are
to
you?
see you. Great to see you, Grant. I like the Hiltons too. Embassy Suites has the best breakfast buffet, so you don't have to go anywhere and it's free. Grant, you
Grant.
know what's so funny? I love a good morning buffet that isn't cornflakes, even though that is my cereal of choice.
I like a good hot breakfast too. And that's why I pick where do we go most of the time? Hampton Inn. I go there a lot because they're all over the place. But
I make
They
sure
have
that
them.
whatever
They
the
have
last
them
thing
here.
that serves breakfast.
yeah.
They have Hampton Inns in
Oh,
California
good.
too.
Now I know where I can stay when I come visit.
I jumped when you said that. That is so funny.
Gotta have breakfast, or I'm not gonna stay there.
There's a lot of things that don't happen anymore. Workers were working for pennies. A house wasn't over 35,000 median to buy. Rent was. I agree. I agree.
Except if
At
you lived in
last,
Florida.
at last road, I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, and I was impressed by how quiet and clean it was, and half the price of the Hilton.
I wonder if we stayed in the same one, Grant.
My brain was like, we stay in the same.
We stayed in the Holiday Inn Express. So
I love
is
that
it
place.
is it the one that's right across from the convention center? That's where I stay every time we come or I come. So yeah.
I love that place. And
Yeah,
one day
it's a
I'll be
good
up
little quiet spot.
at night, though, when everyone leaves, that place is beautiful.
Mhm.
And they let you vacation there. They're not like they actually let you vacation there. So I like that place. Free or low price is over and over. I believe in oh, excuse me. A small 3-bedroom house in Fargo. Oh my gosh. So I guess we're not moving to Fargo.
What?
I'm kidding.
That was my
I'm kidding.
destination. I've always wanted to live in Fargo.
All right, let's go.
What's in
Okay.
Fargo?
There's nothing there. But
Oh,
a
God, yeah.
sewing mansion, apparently.
The beginning of my old hockey
The-
career, my over 50 hockey career.
Old man. Do you know that my son-in-law plays hockey,
Oh,
and he's
okay.
in his 40s?
I was in an over 40 league, both ice and inline skating.
Yeah, I
Well,
know
Grant,
when I was in sorry,
no, you're fine. I was talking over you. Go ahead, Katie.
when I was in California in 2022, he came home one night from hockey and he had a black eye.
Hockey's no joke. Hockey, if you don't come home with a black eye, that means that you weren't on the front line. Hockey is no joke.
I'm like, dude. And it looked like it really hurt.
I have a neighbor who he was in a league with me, and I checked him really hard. He's a cop. Still to this day, he's mad at me for something that happened 7 years ago because I hit him when he wasn't looking. People hold grudges. I prefer the Hilton line too. I look for the Hampton Inns first, unless I want a kitchen.
Yeah.
No, that one was booked. The one I stayed at was up to 60.
Yeah.
Interesting. It
Yeah,
sucked.
You have to go early.
You know what's funny, Kathy? Like I live in LA, and I would say this. Like I don't have a positive view. I don't think anyone has a positive view where they're from or where they live. They're like, this place is terrible.
I think it just depends on where you live at. I mean,
I live an hour north of Fargo. I when I was a kid, I did a lot of traveling, and I've been in that area between Wisconsin, Michigan, all of that entire area.
I've never been to Fargo. I've called there. There's call centers up there for McDonald's, like the POS system, and I love their accents. I must have talked to them for like hours one day.
And that's another thing. Like I met a lot of really, really amazing people up north. I was just this kid wandering around like David Carradine, and these people were kind to me. They were nice to me. They'd say, "Hey, don't go on that side of town. Don't stay over here. Stay over there." Like they were good to me. I
Yeah.
like people talk a lot of trash about America, but I traveled around as a kid, and people were kind to me. And even as an adult, I travel around, and people are still kind to me for the most part.
Yeah.
But I learned the hard way lately. I need to Google the date the specific Hampton was built or remodeled before I pick up or stayed. Do you know what the hotel that we stayed at was being worked on for 2 years in a row?
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, Kathy. Yes, great. Grand Forks. I love that area. I've been, man, I've been the Dakotas. I've been all in that area. The hotel they put everybody up during the apartment renews is part of the Marriott hotel chain. The breakfast was good, but not much variety.
Mm.
I was in Grand Forks 2 weeks ago. We ate at this cool place, something moose. That reminds me. Next time I go to Vegas, I will be eating at the Black Bear, whatever that place was.
Black Bear Cafe.
Oh, it was so good. I driven past that
Absolutely.
place a million times. I'd never gone in.
I'm glad that we that I twisted your arm enough.
For some
It
reason, I thought it was
was
a really classy
middle.
joint. For some reason, I thought it was really classy.
Yeah. Well, it was really nice. Like it's so good. Like they bring you like your it's like a newspaper that they bring you that the menu is on and it gives all the history of the Black Bear Cafe and it looks really nice on the inside. Like it's an older diner from like the 80s. That's how I can kind of tell you guys the mostly. But it's nice. It was
I,
good food.
I guess because I always go there at 9 when the
Yeah.
Goodwill opens, because I'm always at the Goodwill. I I always considered it was just busy. I had no idea it was just good old down home food.
Hmm. Well, we will go back.
Those are my kind of people.
Yes, they are. They were nice too. Um,
I like the Marriott line also, but they usually cost more than Hilton's.
oh,
The longest I've ever stayed in a hotel was for a week, and it was in Vegas,
hmm.
I think. But anything else, I usually want to come back.
I think the longest is when I came to road to California this last time. That's the longest I've stayed in a hotel, and it's only because like the weather was bad on the East Coast, so I couldn't travel home. So I
I was
ended up
about to-
having to stay an extra day.
exactly. You had no control over.
No,
Uh, you had absolutely no control over the weather at all. Oh, there's my mouse pad. I was wondering where my mouse pad was. This thing does not function without a mouse pad.
you gotta make a mouse pad.
Well, I did. I use denim, and it works just as easy as any mouse pad.
Oh, I bet.
I didn't realize how hurting I was without one.
I want to get a keyboard so that I can um, I can
So I
type.
know this sounds crazy, but
Yeah.
if you can hook a keyboard up to your MacBook Pro. You just have to get an Apple wireless keyboard. I'll mail you my old one because it actually messes. I made sure the battery ran down because
Yeah.
I can't plug it in because it's constantly trying to go to the newest computer.
Oh, see, that's eventually that's what I need to get is one of those.
But it's awesome. I just make sure that thing's plugged in and I forget that it's there until I need it. I've been to 2 Black Bear diners, one in Puyallup, Washington, and Sequim, Washington.
Nice. So I
I
guess
don't
they're a
know,
chain.
for some reason, I don't know why I never walked in there. Because you know me and breakfast, peas and carrots. I could eat breakfast any time of day.
Yes, we can.
It's actually my preferred meal, to be fair.
No, it's flavorful, and it's just like, how do you mess up eggs? Like that's what I have to say. How do you mess up hash browns and potatoes? I don't. I don't know.
You can't.
It's hard, but
I have yet to. I have
Rat
yet to.
pack.
Katie, are you a breakfast type of person? Would you eat like a traditional kind of breakfast? And it doesn't matter what tradition, just what you consider breakfast. Are you a breakfast person?
Yeah, I eat breakfast for dinner.
Exactly, I'm the same way.
yeah.
Yeah, I can eat breakfast anytime, anywhere, any place.
I'm a hobbit. I am a hobbit. I've been like that my whole life. And my parents, when they would run out of ideas, they're like, "We're having waffles for dinner," and I'd be like, "Yes!" I'd run around that. Everybody was like, "Oh," and I'm like,
The first thing I did when I got to North Carolina and got settled in the hotel, and I went up there and they gave me the list, and I'm going down the list, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what this place is. Then I get all the way down to the bottom where the W's are, and I'm like, lo and behold, there is a Waffle House on that list. Guess who went to Waffle House? I
Yes, you did.
I
Yes,
sure
you
did.
"You can't go
Yeah.
to North Kakalaka without a waffle."
Yeah, because when you're on the West Coast, there's no such animal.
No, no, we do. Well, we have chains, but we do not have the Waffle House experience here.
Do you have the golden waffle?
No,
We have that here too. I think it's like a just an offshoot of that model of the
we
Waffle
have
House.
Denny's, IHOP, Iron Skillet is Central California and Northern California.
Does
Oh,
the
okay.
Iron Skillet have good food? I've heard of it, but I've never eaten at it.
It's a fancy Denny's.
Well, see, I'm not impressed by Denny's. No thanks.
A lot of these places have the same menu. It's just more quality. Like there's this place I go to in Vegas. Oh gosh, why is the name slipping my brain? I took you there. It's the old timey place. Oh, what's it called?
Oh, the mill.
Peppermill.
Peppermill.
They have their menu is really artsy fartsy, but it's just a take of like Denny's.
Mm-hmm.
So
Interesting.
it all depends on how you treat the menu, because when you order biscuits and gravy at that place, they give you a giant bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive, but it's really good. You
I've
know,
eaten at Denny's, several times, and
Wow.
but I worked at a restaurant that used to be called. It originally was called Sambo's, and then this company bought it out and renamed it Seasons, and they revamped the menu and everything. And oh my God, the
Mhm.
food was to die for at this restaurant. So it kind of colored my view of what Denny's was like, because it was nothing like Denny's. It was better than Denny's.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Puyallup, Sequim. No, the E is my English is my first language, and I can barely speak it.
And
my-
IHOP sucks.
Do you know IHOP changed because they have more burgers and stuff now? I like it. It's just the one by my house closes at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's right when I'm waking up. And it's
Wow.
near a highway, and it closes early. Yes,
Dang.
when we lived in PA, we always hit Waffle House when we visited Georgia. Candace, today I'm not kidding you. Last night I made a comment how people in Georgia don't use turn signals. Today, someone in Georgia, plates cut in front of me on my way home.
No
And
way.
instead of being mad, I was like, ha, ha, ha. I laughed like a madman because he proved my point.
Do you know what
Oh,
Georgia is most famous for? And Jess knows the answer to this one. Do you know what they're most famous for?
Magic City?
No. It's when you drive to Georgia, you get everyone knows the minute your wheels hit Georgia, you better keep the speed limit because they will nail your butt to the wall.
California is like that too. Do not speed in the state of California.
no.
There's one on every other corner around here.
Nikolai
I
didn't
will-
believe me about it, and we got maybe 30 minutes into Georgia from leaving Florida, and there was 10 highway patrols with 10 different cars pulled over. And he's like, oh, you're right. I said, see, told you.
Oh, California don't play.
All
thought-
Floridians know not to speed in Georgia.
I saw someone pulled over today. Man, the potatoes have gone up at Wendy's. We have a lot of Waffle Houses. Eggs Up Grill and another Broken Egg restaurant here. I love those names.
Oh, I love broken
I
egg.
love-
Oh, yes.
No
I love
Waffle
that.
House here, but I really don't go out to
So
eat or
what kind
take
of
out much.
restaurant is Broken Egg?
Oh, excuse me. It sounds like a Waffle House.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
The one
it's
thing
a
I love-
diner.
Do what now?
It's like a diner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Candace is also saying, like, when I was a kid, a lot of these places I still go to because I have memories of being a punk kid and having like $5 in my wallet. Like, let's go to Denny's because it was always affordable, always. So I just have weird memories of these places. It seems like 2020 IHOP closes at some point. It's not exactly. They used to be open 24 hours. I think that's what makes me angry. The one by my house was hopping. It closes at 2:00 in the afternoon. Oh, now I have the Magic City song stuck in my head. Laugh out loud, Magic City. We called it Chocolate City. I've been for several friends' birthdays and bachelor parties 20 years ago. I went to a family reunion that I will never forget, and my family took me to Magic City. I only speed when my German Shepherd is with me. The cops love him, and I don't get a ticket. I love that, Lori. I love that. Where I live, there's a lot of retired police dogs, and because there's a prison on the outskirts of my town, and
Mhm.
there's a pound that's like there's a farm. It's a prison, so it's a massive complex. But the shelter's right there, and you can go get a prison dog.
Oh. It's because they raise the puppy and train the puppy, and then you can get it.
Yeah, and they don't. It's like, and they're free range. They're not like in a cage. You walk up to it, and a lot of the time it'll pick you
Yeah.
because
I
it'll walk
love
up
that.
to you. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, I
North
love
Carolina.
animals.
North Carolina is the opposite. Drivers will run you over if you don't
We
go
had
90
a
miles.
really bad experience. I don't see what Cynthia's talking about. Cynthia, don't be an obstacle in the road. Just keep going.
We all love him. Yes, Terry the Rhino. How old is he now? I remember when you adopted him. Oh, yay, Chris, welcome in, Katie Crafts, welcome in. That is my next song.
Oh, are you talking about Cleophas? Is that who she's talking about? Or is she talking about
Talking
someone
about
else?
Rhino. They're talking
Rhino.
about
Oh, I have no idea who Rhino is. Sorry, I missed that whole comment.
welcome in. I'm still cutting squares.
Hi, Katie.
You missed the Tweed Palooza and my Quilt Palooza. But I think I'm going to be working on a video tonight, so I might post. I bought a bunch of stuff post. I think New Jersey drivers are the worst. Okay, I said this to Jess yesterday.
Nope.
Depending on where you live, you'll say a certain demographic and a certain something are bad drivers depending on where you live.
Yeah.
I live in LA, so I think everybody needs to go home. You're bad drivers. but it, but people in Nevada have the gripe because people from California go there and we drive crazy, and their speed limit's 10 to 15 miles less than ours.
I'm really afraid to drive around you. Like, I've never driven with you, and you're kind of making me afraid. Like, I'm going to do something wrong because of like
No,
being a
you
East
just
Coast
in
girl.
my. I
I have
drive. I
habits.
drive. I drive slow. I drive the speed limit. No
I
talking
kind
about
of
Lori.
do.
Oh, oh, G.S. Marshall, the Rhino.
Oh,
Oh, he is 3. My dog has a nickname, the Rhino. He's cute but dangerously stupid. Oh,
oh, how
I know.
sweet.
I had a friend who had 2 huskies that were like that. They just could not stop escaping. They could not. They put their own lives at risk because they could not stop escaping.
Um, I get the New Jersey wave every single time that I'm in Jersey. There's this place where you get off the turnpike and you get onto 287, I think it is. I think that's it. And I always get the New Jersey, and I'm pretty sure you guys can figure out what the New Jersey wave is, but I always get it. Always. And I don't know
I'm
what I'm
laughing.
doing.
I'm telling you, no matter where you live, I knew someone who was from Maine, and she
Yeah.
told me people from Boston were the worst drivers. People from Connecticut think, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just no matter where you live,
Yeah.
I think everyone's a bad driver. Because where I live, no one is from here. Like, it's rare that I'm actually from LA County because most people move here.
And I just think people see the North Carolina license plate and just assume what I'm going to be doing. And I just want to say,
So the North Kakalaki means that you drive like it's a speedway. Got it?
yes. Hey, I mean, look at us. We're NASCAR people. Like the birth of NASCAR was down here, wasn't it? With what's his name? With Richard Petty. Richard Petty, his shop is literally X some miles away from me that I can get to in a day.
Okay, I'm gonna
Our
try
Northeast
this.
right here in Charlotte. Yeah.
I would try to drive to Mawa, a few times a month. It was horrible.
Mm,
Mawa. I'm just saying. I think no matter where you live, people think people are the
yeah.
worst drivers. I've driven in Tijuana, Mexico. I took a motorcycle from Vancouver, Washington to Saskatoon. I think Canadian drivers are kind of crazy. I'm telling you, no matter where you are, especially because we were going low, we were kind of a convoy. People were flying past us, and I was in an unfamiliar area.
Yeah.
It was scary. So I think no matter where you are, people are bad driver are just prone to hip dysplasia. Quebec, Canada. Oh my God, the worst drivers. Welcome in, Laurie. When I see New Jersey plates in my neighborhood, I'm warned that the road has different dynamic. Oh, that's this is how people from Nevada feel when they see us. Denver drivers are crazy. I have no idea what a stop sign is. I'm telling you. So the basic consensus is no matter where you are, people are bad drivers.
Yeah.
Chicago drivers go home as well. And if you don't want to be around aggressive road rage drivers, I suggest not going to the city of Chicago. I went to Chicago, but I had a lovely experience. I was on a Greyhound bus though. What nice flight, turn your whole world upside down. I think people in Lynchburg, Virginia are friendly until they get behind the wheel. I've been flipped off and honked at so many times, but only on the highway. People see here, we don't do that because we think someone's going to retaliate. It's scary.
Well, like with my daughter, when I was teaching her how to drive, I was like, you got to make a decision, go with it. Don't stutter when you're going because that's when people get upset at you behind you. And it's like, if it says go, then go. Like, and
It's not,
if you're at a stop sign and you can turn right and there's no one coming, just turn right and continue going because you got a line of cars behind you. Don't wait for that light to turn green.
the first time I
Go ahead, Katie, please.
The first time I went to Jacksonville with Thomas, so Thomas could practice driving in
Yeah.
a more congested place because it took a long time to get him behind the wheel to start with. And he's driving like grandma. And I said, look, there is a saying about driving in Jacksonville. You either drive like everybody else or you get run over and cause an accident.
Yep.
And so the first time I took Nikolai through Jacksonville, and he kept saying, you're speeding, you're speeding. And I'm like, you have to if you don't want to cause an accident.
Yep.
Because when you go through downtown Jacks, you got to do it.
You don't be the obstacle. Go with
Mhm.
traffic. And like my stepfather would say, because he used to drive truck, he goes, go with the tractor trailers. If they're going fast, you go fast
You
with
go
them.
back. Yep.
Don't be an obstacle for them because you're gonna get ran over. So yeah,
Totally true. Yep.
yeah. So every time I traveled to North Carolina, I always watched the tractor trailers.
It's see here they have to have their own lane. They have to be in their own. They get their own lane here.
Yeah. It's hard to have your own lane when you're at a 2-lane road, when you're on a 2-lane highway. So they have to pass people every now and then.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I was driving in Philadelphia and the guy yelled out the window at me, "Yo, I'm cutting you off." I laughed and waved him. I would appreciate that. I'd give him the thumbs up. Go ahead, brother. Go right ahead. Oh, that's hilarious. Drive like you just committed homicide because everybody else does too. I love your terminology. It's here too. I was actually talking about this with someone the other day. I live in an area that has a pass and it's uphill and it goes down a hill. People slow down going uphill. And so we can always tell the locals because they're flying past everybody in the slow lane. Because this particular hill has 7 lanes. So we're like weaving in and out going uphill.
Wow.
But it's a new pet peeve of all the locals because we know what's at the bottom of that hill. Nothing in a wide open corridor which you keep going down.
Yeah.
Drive it like you stole. That was the best advice I ever got with riding a bike. Because I was kind of scared at first. That was the best. Go as fast as you can. You'll get over that fear, kid. Oh, that's hilarious. I always say that. Oh, something's on my roof. It's got to be the raccoon. That made me jump at first. I was like, what?
It's back.
Or a cat. No, cats, they use my roof as a highway and they jump on the truck, jump on my trash can, and then jump on the ground.
I can't believe you can hear them.
I let everyone go. I'm the same way. Well, it's quiet in here because usually I'll have like quite literally Doctor Who going or a hockey game. I fell down a rabbit hole of watching old Flyers and Pens games from the 80s. So I'm like watching old hockey games. So I really don't hear it.
Yeah,
After the bad
might either.
Terry crashing changed my life. I will never drive crazy again. Almost dying changed my life. Car accidents are the worst, and I got in a really bad one. And to me, it's not worth it, and you'll get there.
No.
And it's crummy that it took that for me to learn the lesson, but it happened.
Yeah.
And now when it gets cold, I can feel my rheumatism. I can feel when the storm's coming in my kneecap.
Oh my goodness.
And that seatbelt strap is real. I wore that seatbelt scarf for like months. I look like Worf from Star Trek. I had a stripe across my chest. You think drivers would see my Oklahoma tag and give a little grace? How did I know there wasn't an actual on-ramp one coming on the highway? You know, downtown LA is the worst for that. For people that aren't used to it, it's all one-way streets, and you will see someone going the wrong way. We know they're from out of town.
Yes.
I drive with my head spinning around, watching everyone's direction. 18 months of surgeries and recover. I'm telling you, it changed my life. And so I don't know. I don't even say that to be cool either. I was in a lot of pain. I had to learn how to walk again. Raccoons tear up roofs. Watch for that. I'm just hoping it doesn't try to get in. I don't. We have a weird truce where they stick to the backyard so far, but they did break into one of my neighbors' garages. I'm a defensive driver too, always on the defense. Yay, Ellen, welcome in, welcome in. Great to see you.
Hello, Ellen.
I was told when I moved from Nebraska to California that if I didn't drive right, I would be ran off the road. Californians aren't like that. They'll just go around you. My mom drives like a turtle, and she says people just fly past her.
Yeah.
I love that woman, but she's not allowed to drive when I'm in the car. I have too much anxiety. I need. My life is still changes. My life is still changed now because of all the damage to my body. Exactly. It's not worth it. That's like, well, it was also because of gas. Like, there's a bunch of vehicles I didn't register this year.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because of gas, but also because, I'm growing up a little bit.
Oh, you're saving money though. I mean, seriously, not having to register them, don't have to pay insurance on them because they're not registered. They just get there. Yeah.
I registered 2 vehicles instead of 6.
Pretty milestone firework.
That
So
works.
next year, but I have to eventually I have to, renew one of them.
Yeah.
Yay! Welcome in. Great to see you.
Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Yay! Welcome in. I'm slowly cutting squares for. Do you know? So I need a lot more, huh?
I think so.
All right, I'll keep cutting.
I would like to see a hood on it if possible.
A raccoon tore shingles off my brother's roof. It is funny. He called the cops because he thought there was a human on the roof. Okay,
Yeah.
that is funny. Cats too. They sound like people. But cats aren't as heavy as a raccoon. So that had to have been the raccoon because it was stomping. Cats are graceful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can tell when they're like, it's like a little do when they walk.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, they're graceful.
He'd need 2 more jobs if he wanted to register and insure all 6. It's the gas that's killing me.
Yeah. I could see the gas and well, insurance is probably higher there too because you're in California.
You don't want to know. And if you have an
I-
older vehicle, my truck is considered a classic vehicle and they make me pay more. I remember 1988. It is not classic. I remember 1988. Nope. My 1988 truck is considered a classic vehicle. I could be a defensive or offensive driver, but I also had law enforcement driving tactics training.
Oh,
Yay!
cool.
Doing good. How y'all doing? Great to see you.
I'm glad you're here, Kathy.
Yay! My youngest moved from here. Small downtown rural outskirts, Berkeley, for seminary and learned fast about big city driving. I'm telling you, people drive crazy. My cats are graceful. They sound like drunk sailors sometimes going through my. They aren't graceful. It was making so much noise up there. He said it had to be a human. I'll go investigate. I got a cricket bat and a flashlight. Could it be a large bird or owl? Well, you know what? That's a really good question, Grant. We have more possums and raccoons around here. And the raccoons have no natural predators, so they are kind of top of the food chain in a weird way. Bob drives like a cop. He frequently has to tell me to breathe. I haven't ridden with my husband in over 5 years. Me and my mom, we have beef like that. We can't like she's a control freak, and so she's sightseeing driving. I'm like, stop sightseeing driving. But then I get but then she drives and I start sightseeing driving. Speed up. Why is people passing you? Oh my gosh, I want to cover my eyes. Lori, thank you so much for hanging out.
Yes. Have a
Thank
great
you
night.
so much. My cousin was the president of the NYPD union. We had a badge and could get away with a lot, but I never took advantage. My family all drove like they were going to get away with tickets, and they did. Thank you so much for stopping by, Lori. Thank you so much.
I've
Ra-
had one of those stickers on the back of one of my cars, and it got me out of a ticket one time because I thought I was related to someone, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I had to look up the sticker and what it meant.
Kathy, I am not kidding you. Where I live, it is illegal to do anything to a raccoon besides let it live its life.
Yeah.
The state of California 100% protects animals. We have real life cougars, 200 to 300-pound cats running around here, and no one's allowed to touch them.
Well, they got to. Where are they going to live at? Think about this.
Yeah.
Humans have in took over places that wildlife can live. I mean, they control about 85% of it, every place that humans live. You can't
Mhm.
just go killing them off. They're part of what make they all have
They're part of the food chain.
they all have a part in the food chain.
Yeah.
As somebody who used to work in developmental construction, I agree with you. Because we would strip whole mountains to put a house up. We would literally tear down trees to put a house up to put a tree in the front yard.
It's like when people complain about armadillos and possums in Florida. They are there for a reason. A lot of
Yeah.
them eat ticks and everything else, but it's like, ew, and I'm not ew. I think it's great that they eat ticks and other things that are bad.
I agree.
Possums are different because they fill out a W-2. They keep down Lyme disease. Possums have a job.
They all have a job, and killing them off is not, it's ruining the whole ability for nature to do what it was meant to do.
My
Yes.
sister worked for the police department. She drove like a maniac. I did most of my praying as a passenger in her car. My mom goes 15 miles under the speed limit. I can't sit in the car with her.
No.
It's going great. Getting to know the fiance's parents has been good. The husband takes me on walks, so the man is my new best friend now. Aww.
Oh, that's great. I'm
Aww.
glad you're having fun.
I high five a possum, and they carry their whole family with them.
Yeah, we can.
I have like possums and skunks have always been a part of this neighborhood. Raccoons, I swear someone planted one. I never saw one. I'm from the area in which I live,
Yeah.
Even raccoons have a purpose.
but they were
No.
never around here.
But if you go to Oklahoma, they can freaking trap them with I forget what the trap is called, but basically they step into the trap. They reach into the pipe because they know there's food inside the pipe, and the snare snares them, and they sit on that snare for hours trying to get off of it, only to see a human walk up and shoot them in the head.
Hey, Diane. Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
I understand, Katie.
Don't let me die in a
Some people
Saturn.
eat that too down there.
I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt, Terry. Oh, please don't let me die in a Saturn.
Well, I know there's a homesteader that has a YouTube channel, and basically they end raccoons and coyotes. And you'll see they'll on their videos you'll see where they've snared them,
Yeah.
and they're telling how many hours they've been on that snare.
That is called passenger seat syndrome. I am stealing this. PSS. Stop your PSS. I am stealing this. Passenger seat syndrome.
Passenger seat syndrome.
Yes.
Some people eat coons, actually. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. We do.
I know people in Georgia that do.
They do it in Florida too.
That is when a cousin of mine to my face called me a city person. I said, yes, I am. I will not put that in my digestive tract,
I'm
sir.
not eating coon
No.
either. I mean, you don't.
They're like, oh, you're from the city. I said, yes, I am, sir. Yes, I am from the city. We had to kill a couple of raccoons because they got in a chicken coop and ate all the chickens. I'd be so mad.
Then make a better cage so that raccoons can't get in it.
Mm-hmm. I
Amy,
never
welcome
had
in, Diane.
You shouldn't have to shoot an animal just because it's doing what it was meant to do, eat,
I haven't
to
eaten one.
survive.
I don't trap them, so I haven't had one in adulthood. See, the thing is, the people I'm talking about, they live off the environment around them. So they go wander around in the woods and they eat off the land.
Raccoons get a bad rap because they're not dumb animals, and they know how to get into chicken coops and everything else and make everybody mad, and all they're doing is trying to survive just like human beings are trying to survive.
Oh my gosh. Last summer I had a pocket gopher in my front yard and they went and there were over 100 holes all over the yard.
Yeah.
I had to pay $900 to get rid of them. I have flags all over my yard. It looked like a circus. I've seen that before, Kathy. I have seen that. It's a good one. Don't let me die. That's a t-shirt. Terry, that is a t-shirt.
Some parts of Florida have gopher problems, but I noticed over the years they kind of started reducing in Florida. They're not as bad as they used to be.
We have gophers in my area, but we also have gopher snakes. I'm not kidding you. The population they both, like, one keeps the population down from
Yeah, exactly. So if you leave one thing alone to do what it was meant to do, like a snake, if you leave them alone, it takes care of what it's supposed to. It keeps the population down. It was the same thing with Yellowstone when all those wolves got wiped out, and then they started reintroducing it, and the whole ecosystem of the Yellowstone has changed because the wolves are back.
Yeah. I always saw people with county sheriff organization supporter on their back window. That is so true. Here, everybody is a family member to a sheriff. Everybody gets those stickers. And if you pay for the booster club, they'll give you a sticker. I guarantee you that some Oklahomans eat coons. I'm from the city. There's certain things.
That doesn't surprise me.
But when they do damage, Katie, you have to do something. That's the thing. They're more menaces here. I'm not for or against them. I'm from the city, so I kind of don't have an opinion on them. I just wish that they would stop walking on my roof. And they destroyed. I had a giant 100-foot tarp because I didn't realize how big 100 feet was. And so I had this tarp on my patio, and they shredded it to confetti. To a ball of confetti. They don't go to chicken coops because they eat enough of the dog and cat food. Same here. If every time I turn on the light, it's a different animal. It is survival of the fittest. I'm dying a little. Yuck.
You know, it's interesting down here in South Greenland because we have all of Greenland has these huge ravens and a lot of times you won't see the ravens for months because they're out in the middle of nowhere where food is plentiful. But if we have like this winter where it's been weird, the ravens have been here in town for 2 or 3 months now because apparently hunting has sucked for them. And people have been getting great pictures of the Greenland eagle and Nuke because they're hanging around Nuke right now. So the weather has affected their ability to do their normal type of hunting that they usually do because of how weird it's become.
Is there like hundreds of them?
There's hundreds. Well, ravens, I'd say in our town we usually see, I don't know, maybe 100 of them. Now I don't know how many's in Nuke, but
the reason I ask is because where I live we have crows. It is unreal to look at a tree and the tree's black.
Yeah, remember you told me that. They're like that in Florida.
They take off and then the tree's green again because all the crows took off.
Yep. I remember when I came here and I saw that raven for the first time and I'm like, is that a crow? And Nikolai's like, no, that's a raven. And I'm like, holy crap, it's huge. And when it flew over you, you could hear the wind passing underneath the wings, The first time I saw a Greenlandic eagle, I was in awe of it because the wingspan on them are long and they are big raptors. They
Owls are
literally,
like that.
they literally can pull a seal out of the water, a small seal.
No.
Yeah,
Owls are the ones that trip me out because, when you think of an owl, you don't think of it to be that big. Their wingspan is 6 feet.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
When you said you could hear the wind flapping,
Yeah.
up at the ranch, they live in the evergreens up there, and early in the morning you can hear them flapping around looking for food.
Have you ever seen a red-tailed hawk?
Yes, we have them here.
See,
Oh,
we've always had red-tailed hawks in Florida too, but I've only ever seen them like way up in a tree, so I never really thought they were all that big. But when me and Nikolai went to Homosassa Springs to I forget Homosassa Springs something, but it was um, a nature preserve more or less, and they had injured raptors there that could never couldn't be let go because they couldn't fly. They had been shot at or whatever, something happened to them and they were injured badly. And I saw a red-tailed hawk in there. I could not believe the size of it. I didn't know they were that big, and it was huge.
oh, they're huge. Did you know that bootleggers used to use raccoons for the moonshine drip? Now they're used for toothpicks or used as pipe cleaners. I did not know that. I knew someone that built a copper kettle, and I never saw them harm a raccoon.
We don't use poison for mice in Greenland
Oh,
at
I
all.
love owls. I love owls. I don't believe in poisoning animals.
Yeah, I
And
don't either.
honestly, if one of my neighbors are watching who you harmed Rocky, I will avenge Rocky.
I have a resident mouse catcher that I don't even have to set a trap for anymore.
We used
This
to have
one,
two. We used to have two raccoons, but Rocky went to that big trash bin in the sky, and he
yes,
died in my.
Terry, they do. Terry says we have
crows
red-tailed hawks. They dive after our little dogs on the. Yeah, my friend Mary, she ended up with her mother's. They called them mini mutts or something, but they were small chihuahuas, and she had let them out, and she heard one of them screaming at the top of its lungs. A red-tailed hawk had grabbed it by its tail, and it was way up in the air with the dog.
I
Oh
have.
my goodness.
I don't think I've ever seen an eagle down this south, but we have crows and we don't have magpies, but we have crows. But I don't think I've ever seen. I've seen eagles up north, and it's a long story. But I got lost by Lake Michigan one time, and I saw eagles up by Lake Michigan. I was 17 years old. So that's the only time I've ever seen.
I have a video that we made
down here.
when we went salmon fishing, and where we go salmon fishing, we dropped the anchor, and when we got there, we saw that there was a eagle fledgling sitting up on the bank, and he was huge for a youngster. And when we caught the salmon, he's just watching all of it. He wasn't the least bit afraid of us. He didn't run away or nothing else, and he just stood there and looked at us while he was practicing his wing thing, And when we got done cleaning the salmon, Ellie took all the leftovers up and put it up there for him to eat. He didn't know how to eat it because his mother's still feeding him.
Oh wow!
She was off hunting somewhere, so it was crazy. But he was so big. Oh my God, he was beautiful.
Yeah.
Terry, like because people still have little dogs here. I owned a min pin. People, they put spike vests on their animals here too. I haven't seen a raccoon in almost 5 years since I moved out here.
Mhm.
They have no natural predators where I live. No one is stopping them, so they're walking around cocky with their shoulders out around here,
Walking up on two legs.
literally walking like this.
They
If I
have
see a
little
bird,
on belt buckles.
he won't be flying much longer. We have birds of prey here. We have tons of birds of prey here. We had a lot of eagles at the lake. I can see the nest way up there. I think that's beautiful. Because I'm from a concrete a never-ending concrete area. I think nature is beautiful. I'm that
Me
geek.
too.
I'm that geek that will pull over in a forest and just sit there.
Yep. Same. Yep.
Yeah.
I love it.
Here the biggest thing we work for small dogs that get, and Nico even worries about Nora, but I believe that Nora could stand her ground against a fox. They're more concerned about foxes than anything here. And but I think that Nora would probably kill a fox. She's more than capable of it.
Yeah.
Because they use these big dachshunds exactly for that purpose.
Wow, you have wild turkey. I couldn't imagine wild turkeys just wandering around. Dachshunds are great hunter dogs. I had a
Yes,
min
they
pin
are.
and she was a beast. She was a supermodel though because her legs were this long, and she was really tall, but she was a beast. Like she would attack all kinds of crazy stuff. Have you seen Jackie and Shadow? They have two fuzzy butts. One was getting close to the edge of the nest, and Shadow put a twig at the edge, as if to block the chick from falling out.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
they're so cute.
I know exactly who you're talking about. If anyhow swooped your dog, would you just throw up your hands and say, "Oh well"? Prevention, absolutely. Around here, a lot of people still have small dogs. Like I said, I owned one, so it's not rare to see a spike fest. Arizona was the first place I ever lived where they had spiky architecture on all the houses. They had those clear
Yeah.
plastic spikes. I had never seen them before. They really weren't a thing in California, but Arizona gets more birds than California does.
Mhm.
William, we can be walking down the street and a brood of turkeys will be in your way even when you're driving.
Yeah.
Can you get out and like shoo them? Like, hey, get out of here, turkeys, get out of here.
I mean,
Swap
if you,
them somewhere
yeah,
else.
they'll eventually get out of your way, but they don't care about the road. They don't care about traffic.
So they're deer.
Turkeys are one of the one of the dumbest birds out there, I think.
They
So they're deer because deer are dumb. Oh God,
Yeah.
they'll
Yeah,
drown.
deer will stand in the middle of the road and look at you coming on them and just not move
deer are the
until
dumbest
maybe
things
the
on earth.
last minute,
A deer will be eating your petunias while looking you in the eye. Like, what you gonna do? They
It's,
are the
it's it's like the time my dad took me hunting with him, and he's still hunter, and so he had 3 tree stands and a pine stand, and so we're up there and we saw all you could see was the center part of the deer, and he decided he instead of letting me take it down, he took it down, and we're climbing out of the tree, walking up to where we think it is, and he's talking about safety and what to do when you approach and all all these things that you teach young hunters, and out comes a buck. And the buck's standing there looking at us, and you can hear my dad reloading the rifle, right?
Yes.
And just about the same time my dad got to pull the trigger, he moved, and then of course my dad gave me the other one. It says, if that one over there moves, you know what to do. And I'm like, okay. And he found the other one about 300 yards away, and so he's like, go tell your mom to bring the truck.
I have all kinds of wildlife here where I live. That's why I love living in the country. There are wild turkeys in Oklahoma I couldn't imagine. They stand in the middle of the road and they don't care if you
They're in Idaho too. I mean, I watch Good Simple Living, and the last several videos, the opening is with turkeys running across their property.
Good gravy.
And I'm not talking 1 or 2. They look like at least 100 of them.
So I have a question. Are these the same turkeys that we eat for Thanksgiving?
Well, you can eat wild turkeys for Thanksgiving, sure, but they're not domesticated.
But they're not like.
They'll taste gamier.
Okay, that was my question.
Well, it
No,
depends
thank
on.
you.
They only taste gamey depending on how you.
It's how they're processed too. When they're processed.
Yeah,
If you give them
how long they've been dispatched to processing the whole thing. It depends on that.
a lot of factors, yes.
The deer in Virginia must be smart. They just stare at me when I drive by. The turkeys harass postal workers and delivery drivers
The
on
doggone
fairly regular basis in the Metro Detroit area. Pop up on the news. See, I would have like a turkey rake. I would, I'd be like, back up,
those
turkey, back
tongs.
up.
The tongs are evil, man.
Yeah.
See, we don't have stuff like that. The worst thing is when someone lets their dog, like, you will get sued if your dog is off a leash here. We don't have wild things running around in my area, besides raccoons. Where I live, I've been there for 40 plus years. I'm still trying to decide if my neighborhood's a zoo or a circus. My neighbors have a kennel. They own like 6 dogs. They own like 5. They own like 4. There's like my neighbors. They have like a kennel going on, which I'm not. I am pro dog. I'm animal over human. I'm not saying that, but don't dogs need space? There were domesticated turkeys that someone released and now are feral. Oh, we need to find them and sue them. I don't know, William. Do you have relatives that live off of what they hunt and gather? Yes, but they do more fishing. Spokane, Washington has a lot of wild turkeys. When I was there last August for a week, had a group of 5 to 6 walking ahead of us in Two Rock right into the cathedral. Not a cocky turkey. That's a cocky turkey. There's a couple stories. There was a story on our local news a couple weeks ago. In the town next to where I live before they were full of geese. The funny thing is that we only see them in that town. Oh
Geese are
no,
evil, man.
they are evil. And if you run over them and kill them, accidental or
With
not,
one goose, you don't have to worry about anybody getting in your yard. That goose is going to be after them.
not
Yeah.
as much meat on a wild one. Okay, see, Dre knows what I'm talking about. Okay, no, I need a USDA certified turkey that like the front is like this big. You will be fined and possible jail time. Yeah, you can't touch animals where I live.
Yep.
Peacocks are so loud.
Yes, they
They're
are.
worse than geese. They're worse than geese.
I wanted one so bad until do you know every animal, every exotic animal I ever wanted are bad. I wanted a shoebill stork. You can't legally own one in America.
Nope.
I wanted a
Can you have
peacock.
an emu where you're at?
No. In Texas you
Not
can.
even- well, and Oklahoma you can too. I was just wondering if you could have them in California or
I
not.
wanted one because they're they're like dinosaurs. They're
They're
ancient,
cool looking.
but they're also kind of evil too. I
Well,
watch videos and I'm like,
I noticed the females are pretty laid back. I watch a Hidden Heights, and they have a male and a female. It's the male that's so creepy.
peacocks are cocky too. One walked right into the Dollar General. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. We have cats, dogs, a place, goats, chickens, etc. Now the other side of the neighborhood are either nuts, meathead, or local pot dispensary. Sounds like my neighborhood. Sounds like my oh, sounds like my neighborhood. Spokane also had a moose during the winter. See, when I'm telling you that one time I saw a moose was in Long Beach, Washington. That was the one time, and it felt it felt my youth and stupidity. And because I know it's watching, I'd like to thank you, Moose, for not stomping me. That was only 26 years ago. 25. When my granddaughter was little, she was looking out the window and saying, "Here, kitty, kitty." I went and looked, and it was a brood of turkeys came right up to the stoop.
That's too funny.
Gosh. So turkeys come when you call them as well.
There are turkey calls out there. My
Yeah,
grandpa.
you can actually buy a turkey collar. My
Well, if I
dad had
can't eat
one,
If I
and it
can't
makes
eat
the sound of a turkey.
Yeah.
It'll bring the males come a running because they think it's a female.
There's pictures of my grandma. She shot a turkey every year, and that's what she would have for Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
When it's time for me to go get my turkey. And off she goes. Yeah. She
Now
was a
I'm
hunter.
craving Thanksgiving. Now I'm craving now I need a turkey with fix-ins and stuff in. Now I'm just craving Thanksgiving now.
Well, go
I'm gonna
start
go
making
stuff.
it, and I'll be there in a little bit.
I'm
I'll
gonna
bring some
do.
pie.
I told you I got famous because I stuff a chicken. I get a huge chicken and I put stuffing inside of it.
Yeah, just do it. I'll eat chicken.
Large moose I saw was local. The hoof was a foot wide and the belly was the top of the 2014 Edge SUV.
I would
Nope.
love to see one. I've never seen one. I've seen reindeer and everything else, but I've never seen a moose.
Yeah.
Yes, they are not afraid of you. Some people feed them, but they are aggressive. I was so dumb. I'm so lucky I lived. Really old moose had white hair. Oh, very large rack. I'm 5'9", and that thing was so tall I could have walked under it. At least I don't know. I was drinking back then. It was the largest thing I'd ever seen in my life. That wasn't in a zoo.
I can't imagine.
I showed I showed some of my front lawn. It's on my some of my front lawn. It's on my channel. Oh, whoops! I make turkey and dressing randomly during the year. I'm telling you, I live. If
I
it
do
means
that.
green beans, give me some green beans, some stuffing. I'm there. I am ready for Thanksgiving.
Potatoes.
Turkey gravy,
Yeah.
rolls. I would
Me.
like to see a moose from the second floor. I was a lot in my youth. I was a lot more footloose and fancy free. In my old age, I take caution. I take warning as an elder man. As a young man, I was brave. I would be there like this. As a young man, as an older man, I'm over here like this.
Yeah.
I agree. I second what Gary said. You have no problem with folks killing food to eat. Why do you object killing animals for self-preservation? There's a line. You know what? How I live my life, I don't expect anyone ever to live their life. I have a hardcore line of what I will and will not do. I don't expect anyone to live that way, and I don't judge people who live different than me at all in any way, shape, or form. Because it's not my place to judge other people. Ollie, are you looking at the Great Outdoor Center full again? That reminds me, the next time I go to Vegas, I want to go to the Bass Pro Shop
Okay.
because they have one of those tanks that's like 2 stories. So
Yeah,
you
they
see
have
the
that too.
you see the catfish swimming. I don't remember where it was. I don't know if it was in Alabama. It was somewhere because I'm subscribed to a bunch of news and a bunch of news organizations in Alabama. Excuse me, but a man jumped into one of those at a Bass Pro Shop. And
Jump
some
into
guy
what?
at Bass Pro Shops, they have these 2-story aquariums. And you can go fishing in some of them.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, we have indoor fishing here too.
It's
And
not fishing.
I looked it up recently because I'm subscribed to this guy who does it in Japan. And I discovered you can do it here in California as well.
That's not fishing.
Oh
No,
yeah.
it's much here.
That's not fishing.
Moose are large and scary to me. They are, I'm telling you, the largest animal I've ever seen outside of a zoo. Well, it's been fun, but I must go. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Have a good night,
Thank
Kathy.
you so much.
See you later, Kathy. Take care of yourself.
Well, Denise, you took care of it yourself. Thank you. I wear size 13 shoe. I'm a real life hobbit. I am a real life hobbit. Bilbo and I go on adventures all the time.
It looks like they're gonna hunt for a new actor to play the Aragon character for Finding Gollum.
Awesome.
Because Viggo Mortensen says told him, no, look, I'm an old man now.
No, the Moose is the largest I've ever seen though. Same SUV. I got charged by a mama moose for miles when I was driving backwards. It must have been a baby. It was a yikes.
Wow.
He was here in Greenland a couple months ago.
Alibaba?
Viggo Mortensen,
Oh,
the actor who played Aragon on The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Hildoggo is one of my favorite movies of all
Yeah,
time.
and Hildoggo, yeah. He was
I
here
like
for, he spent, I think, a couple of weeks in Nuke.
I'm weird. I like horse movies.
I
And
love
so
horse movies.
Hildoggo is one of my favorite movies of all time. I live quite remote considering I'm between Ottawa and Montreal, Canada. I bet you see them all the time then. Ollie, am I wrong? Are there like moose or do we say moosin or meese just wandering around? I know that's wrong. I'm saying it to have fun. Absolutely, Kathy. Thank you so much for stopping by. When I lived in Santa Barbara, I would go to Stearns Wharf and the seagulls would come up and stand on the bench next to me. They would okay, seagulls are not afraid of people. Seagulls will eat anything. If you fit in their mouth, they will eat you. That's why seagulls walk up and they put their mouth on everything. Because whatever they can put their mouth on, they'll eat. Who can say they got a pet seagull? Ha 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 ha. Oh, Denise, now you got that commercial stuck in my head. Liberty, liberty, liberty. The opening to Northern Exposure is playing in my head right now when the moose walks through the city. I loved that show. That's one of the reasons I wanted to live in Alaska when I was a kid. Until I went there and realized I wouldn't survive the winter. Lots of moose, deer, lynx, bobcat, elk, coyotes, and fox. Wow. We have coyotes. I haven't seen a fox in a very long time. A lot of our animals have disappeared because our water table has changed. We used to have frogs, everything, but a lot of them have disappeared because we don't have water here. I have a friend in Spokane who woke up last July to see a couple of black bear cubs playing in her swimming pool. She was on the news when a moose was sleeping in her side yard last spring snow. That is crazy. We don't have nature like that. And all of our cougars are tagged, so they have a giant tag around their neck. The moose walks right in the backyard. I can't remember. Oh, go ahead, Katie, please.
There's some female polar bears that wear collars here in Greenland because they've been collared, so they can follow their what they where they go and where they're hunting and everything else.
They do that here with the
Yeah.
cougars, and the population goes up and down so much. They're trying to make sure they don't go extinct.
Yeah.
They just raised the quota on polar bears this past year because there's too many of them now.
Oh wow. Like
Oh,
so. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was surprised that Northern Exposure was filmed in Washington. I love tidbits like this. I love tidbits like this. That reminds me of my childhood. That show reminds me of just good television.
What were you going to say, Jess?
I don't remember. Something about polar bears. I can't remember.
I love your T-shirt.
Thank you. Gotta be kind.
I do too. We need to make a quilt that says that.
People just don't know how to be kind anymore. They
Nope,
think
they
that
don't.
they can hide behind a screen and talk however they want to people. I get that a lot. And so I try to teach my children in my classroom how to be respectful to people no matter if they're in front of them or not. So
That's actually when we have the under 30s there. I tell them that's part of my speech in the morning is that we do frontline work. You can't hide behind a screen here.
nope.
But I get my gravel voice. But that's only during winter months is when we have them on.
Yeah.
They have a museum with a lot of props used in the TV show. I love that. I love that. Like I said the other day, the whole set to Melrose Place is still up. There's and you can go on tours, and it's still there.
Wow. That's cool
Yes,
though.
oh, go please go ahead.
No, that's all I was gonna say. That's really cool that you can go there.
Now I have that song. Don't be cruel. Oh, now it's in my.
No,
You
because
know
I'm a
me and
techie.
Elvis. You know me and Elvis. You know me. I prefer Vegas Elvis with the chubby jumpsuits, but I've seen every movie he's ever put out because of the AMC channel.
Mm-hmm.
Elvis is like 90s R&B. I know every song. Challenge me. I had that on the 45 as a kid. Wore that out on a Mickey Mouse record player. Oh man, I need to get a Teddy Ruxpin if they weren't $700. When I was a kid, I would put like Slayer, Metallica, Guns N' Roses into my Teddy Ruxpin.
Stop.
It was just a fancy
No way.
tape player. Yeah, I loved my Teddy Ruxpin. But as I got older, my music taste changed. And so I would put in like oh man, in 1989, I remember I got South of Heaven and I put that tape in my Teddy Ruxpin.
Mm-hmm.
So that album will forever remind me of my Teddy Ruxpin. We were camping outside and saw a white tent set up. Lots of people and bright lights. They were filming. Whoa, catapulting the piano in the upper drive. Wow. They do a lot of filming where I live. It's not rare. I'll go to pick up my kid and I'll see a row of New York taxi cabs lined up because they're filming they're filming like they're in New York. They did that when I worked in downtown LA. I don't know if anyone's disappointed, but they film a lot of Law and Order in LA. A lot of the scenes because there's parts of LA that look like New York. Especially the older part. Well, the older part of the city looks like a stereotype. It looks like any city. It looks like Chicago. It looks like any of the older cities. Because downtown LA, a lot of the original brick buildings are still there. I used to have a first pressing of Ernie's first album, Rubber Ducky. Oh, fake New York. What's fake New York?
No, you're. I think she's talking about your LA comment that they film stuff in LA.
Oh, they do, Terry.
And so it's like New
when I
York.
worked at Carl's Jr. on 6 and Grand, they would film Law and Order. I was so disappointed because I've seen all of the 80s and 90s versions. I loved Law and Order. That was my show. So I was so disappointed when that dream was kind of like smashed because they were filming Law and Order right in front of me, and I'm like, oh, we're in the middle of Los Angeles. So I know for a fact that they filmed at least the 2000s version because this happened in the year 2000, 2001. You're holding looks nice, Katie. Absolutely. Whoops. Okay, I'm not really a talker, but there were a few things I can go on. Animals, pets, business in general. Thank you so much for hanging out, Diego. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Diego.
I truly appreciate everyone that hangs out. I truly appreciate you guys. The film, The Runner Stumbles into Clea Ellum. Richard Pryor made a film that was filmed here as well. I love Richard Pryor movies. I have a weird collection of. I'm almost up to every movie he's ever been in. I have a bunch of obscure movies he made with Gene Wilder. Like I have a Richard Pryor collection.
Oh.
He kind of dropped out of sight at some point while the other two um, Eddie Murphy. It was Eddie Murphy and him and someone else.
Richard Pryor was also 20 years 20 years older than Eddie Murphy. So by the time Eddie Murphy came around in the 80s, Richard Pryor was on the Tonight Show in the 60s.
Oh, gotcha.
So he was from a completely different era. But like I remember the 1970s and I remember the 1980s version of Richard Pryor. So that's what started my film collection. And Brewster's Millions was my movie when I was a kid. That was the one I had on VHS. I wore it off and my pops was like, "Oh, I gotta go find another copy of this." That was Brewster's Millions was my movie. They filmed a lot of the Americans in my neighborhood. They would bring in the vintage cars and park them on my street in the wrong direction. I love it when they bring the vintage cars out. Oh, I love that. There's a place in the valley where they store them. And whenever I'm coming home, it's this weird freeway exit in a neighborhood. Well, it's a freeway entrance in a neighborhood, but they'll have a car carrier just parked. It'll have Impalas, old taxis, cars from the 20s, and it says like you can rent these.
Oh
And then-
wow.
oh yeah, it says on the side like for movie productions, like it literally says like, "Hey, call me. I got nice cars. Call me." They're smart.
Yeah.
The set up lights at midnight to make it look like the daytime, annoying but cool. They recently filmed a commercial in a Burger King by my house because it's has not been changed since the 80s. If you look at the reviews, every single person says, "I walked back in time going in here."
Alrighty.
And they filmed a commercial there and it was raining and I drive by and there's people with rain machines. And the guy's eating a burger in the rain. I still haven't seen the commercial.
I don't know how that keeps
Oh
ending.
no.
I still haven't seen
Yeah.
it. It tripped me out because the guy was just sitting there and they're raining on him. He's just eating his burger in the rain. So I hope that comes out soon.
Move this.
Yeah.
Why don't you? Katie was busy, Denise. I apologize. Pryor and Wilder's movies were not obscure at the time, though, William. We all waited and wished.
Yeah, about right there.
I think I've almost seen them all. But you know what throws me off, Dre, is I watch a lot of Carson. And anytime he ever released a movie, he'd go on Carson and he'll say something, and I'm like, I haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen that movie. So Richard Pryor made a ton of movies. Richard Pryor's movie filmed here was Bustin' Loose. I love that movie. I love that movie. And I've even all of Whoopi Goldberg's early movies I've seen. I'm really aging myself. It was that weird era of the 80s. I love that era.
Put it down there. I'll just.
If they're wearing a stonewashed denim jacket, I'm there.
Yeah. So see how it's leaning down a
He
little.
wants one. So if anyone sees one, mail it to me and get it to him.
Remember, I have that one.
No, that's fine, honey.
I can't believe I said it out loud and it happened.
Yeah, you did. That duster one.
Look at it.
Yeah.
It's someone's mom's trench coat. It is someone's mom's stonewashed denim trench coat from the 80s that I rescued. I walked into that thrift store because they have these like things that they consider valuable. They hang up really high behind the counter, and I walked up. I was like, oh, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. It's one of those weird things that was on my list. So when I found it, I was like, I finally have a stone. I'm looking at it. I finally have a stonewashed denim jacket. If it wasn't 90 degrees in here, I'd put it on.
Yeah, it's warm there today.
It's starting to pick up. It's the weather has been crazy.
Yeah.
And it's gonna rain in a couple days.
So don't water your lawn tomorrow.
I actually they've been so off lately. I wait until I actually see water on the ground.
Yeah.
The weather because they said we were gonna have a deluge. It didn't even rain. They said it wasn't gonna pour. It rained for like 10 hours.
Yeah, I saw you.
So it's I no longer believe them. And it's not the news, it's the whatchamacallit that I watch. It's the Amazon weather or whatever it is. My Apple weather is wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's a percentage of the area that you live in too. So they could say a 75% chance of rain, and I could live in that 25% that that won't get it.
Exactly.
And it's so
Exactly.
crazy. It's like, oh, I live in the bubble. The bubble is real.
It's the same thing in Florida. It used to be hilarious because they tell you thunderstorms are coming, and they would come all right. You'd be staying across the street, and there wouldn't be a drop of rain, but across the street, it would be pouring down cats and dogs. And you're
That's
like,
what I-
how is that even possible?
That's what I love about the desert is that you can see the storms as they're hitting the ground. That's I don't know how many times I was driving home from Vegas, and it's so beautiful because you're driving out, and there's just this giant cloud dumping water in the middle of the desert, and everything else around it is sunshine.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing. I tried to capture it on a video, but it was me just like, oh wow. So the video wasn't a good video.
Can I respond to Denise when she said, I wish there was audio in these chats? I would never stream. Think about it. If you had everyone that was in here, I mean, at times there's 60 something people in here. And if there's 20 people that are chatting on here and we could hear them all, oh my gosh, it would be so jarring in my mind. This is why I love it how we just take one comment at a time and we just respond to it and go. There's no way somebody could facilitate that. There's absolutely no way. It would be a beehive in here.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
no one would
because
Yes.
Jess and I have been in Zooms where there was 20 people. I think you have. I know I have where there was 25, 30 people, and it's gibberish. You're like, oh, I don't even want to be in here.
Or what happens
You can't
is
keep up with it.
Can't.
one or two people end up having a conversation that the other 8 are listening to.
And they don't care that there's other people there.
Yeah.
I'm not one specific person. She would come to Becca's Zooms, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I never say anything because that person talked over everybody.
During COVID, I streamed with a group of people, and in no way, shape, or form do I have any animosity in any way. But I would be in streams with like 9 or 10 people. It was a Borg cube. We are Borg. It is just everyone talking at once.
Yep.
Well, this has been fun and productive. Got 2 awesome.
I'm glad we entertained you, Susan. And I hope that you come back on Monday if you're leaving right now. It is only 9:30 over there.
It is too warm in my house, you guys.
Oh,
I feel like that if I'm wearing shorts, that's like it's an indication that it is hot.
Well, I'm wearing shorts right now because I am hot. No way. Yesterday it felt cold in here because my brilliant self says, honey, why don't we turn the thermostat down now before you leave? And this was 3 days ago when I said that because it was, close to 40 degrees outside Fahrenheit. And it felt like spring. It smelled like spring. So I'm like, let's just turn it down before you go to sea. That was a bad idea.
Good night, Susan.
I've been in a Zoom with 1,000 people, and they were all saying hello, hello. That's a nightmare of mine, Terry. That's a nightmare. I couldn't imagine being on it with how many boxes would that be? That's a nightmare. Thank you so much for stopping by, Susan. Thank you so much.
Take care of yourself, Susan.
I couldn't wait for the host to mute everyone. Oh, that's 1,000 mutes.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 mutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. When I use a Zoom with my second graders, I hit a button that automatically muted everyone. And so I would wait, and then I had to push a button, and that would allow me to allow them to start unmuting themselves. So it wasn't so chaotic as they're all coming in. I would just play music until class time started. It was a lot of fun. But I always gave them time to talk to each other at the end because they miss each other when we were Zooming. So I totally get it, Terry. Oof. It should be an automatic mute.
Well, Denise, you're talking in the chat.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking in William's chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Pages and I couldn't imagine, Terry. That's like I get anxiety just thinking about how many emails I have. Do you know how I have like I went from 100,000 down to 35,000, but I still have 35,000 or some. Just hold on, let's look. I have 34,706 emails that are still under review.
There's a difference between verbal talking with 100 people or 30 people versus 30 people typing with their fingers in a chat.
Yes.
How is that humanly possible to not have email? Like, do you check all your emails? So hold on. You review every email that comes across you, even the spam, spammer?
No, I just start swiping. If I don't want to answer it, I just start swiping. But I keep up with it. Like I have, because my school email and my personal email are together on there. I have to keep up with my school email because Gmail merges all the Gmail together.
Yeah.
So because of that, and I'm like, okay, I have to keep up with admin and who, and what's going on. So I just start, I just spam it away. And then you can unsubscribe from things too. So if you accidentally subscribe to, let's say Wayfair, because I just, I was looking at couches and stuff, and
I have
there's like an outlet.
Yeah, but like
so
what happened?
I could have, and then it subscribed me automatically. I was like, oh no. So I have to unsubscribe and go from there.
I have
That's like
30,000 emails in my Yahoo account right now because I haven't took the time to start unsubscribing to some of the garbage I get.
Yeah, I always do
think
that.
so. Like
But
recently,
my Yahoo account is ancient.
But I never signed up for a New Era. I get emails, I get their advertisements, and I get all kinds of stuff. I never signed up for any of it. They're like, "Hey, you like hats? We know you like hats."
Did I give them your email?
I don't know. They saw me. Holy cow! And I bought, but I have purchased hats, but it was always from like that really, 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 really cool shop in New York. Yeah, Mod New York. I will. They are who they say they are. They're not lying. They're not trying to rip you off. So I will say that company.
Yeah,
and,
I love the chat, Denise. So I don't know what you mean by that comment.
Oh, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah,
but I've learned because I got burnt from my Ryan Reeves. You got to be careful what sites you go on.
Yeah.
So now I Google everything. No, because when I Googled that Play Nexus and they were like, "This is a rip-off site," I'm like, no. Hey, you all just woke up.
Hi, music. I'm glad you're back. I watched your live the other day when you were doing bingo, and I was trying to figure it all out. And I think somebody was trying to explain it to me. Like I have to go on an app and find things. I don't know, but I would love to know more eventually. Eventually. I'm not there yet, but I like to watch it.
I watched and did laundry.
So
I love people who stream. Like, I'm not kidding you. I may not say anything, but I watch everyone's stream.
Yeah, like I learned.
I do too, and a lot of times I'm sitting in the chat, and I'm watching a live, and I'm sewing, or mostly it's sewing. It's mostly sewing, or
That's all.
or I'm trying to set up lives. One of the two. And
Yeah.
so sometimes I don't talk at all, but I'm watching what's being said in the chat. And if something piques my interest, I'll say something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
like I cleaned my whole house today. I vacuumed, I swept some areas, I wiped everything down, I mopped the house, doing laundry, cleaned the bathroom. I had you on full blast, Katie. It's my so I could hear you
Was there
everywhere.
any time where you're like, oh, she's talking too loud?
No, so it's like I had you
I
on
like
the whole,
doing
I
this.
had you on the whole time, and then I was like, oh, and it was like an hour and a half before I was, coming on live with
Well,
William,
I
and I was like,
saw
I gotta
you.
take
I
a nap.
thought I saw you say hi, and then
Yeah.
I was distracted by what I was doing. I was trying to teach or I don't know what I was doing,
No,
but
you were.
anyway,
You were
I was
teaching about
trying to explain how to do it, and then I kind of forgot all about the you said something.
and then so I wasn't we can talk about it later, but yeah. So, and it was very, and you're like, do you guys understand it? I was like, yes, Katie, you explained it very well, because I could feel that you were just nervous about explaining it. Like I felt
Yeah,
it came off like that a little bit.
yeah, it did, because I got 4 emails and they all asked the same question. So I'm like, okay, I have to figure out how to fix this, because this means that when I initially talked about it and showed what I did, I must not have did it. Maybe I
Just
didn't
explained
explain it right.
in
And
their
because
language.
and then because me and Shonda spent 2 hours today in a private Zoom working through the math and how to explain it better, because that was the problem. I wasn't explaining about, this part and the other part, and where the math played into play, because one of the questions was is how much is this fabric are we using? I didn't know
Yes.
the answer to that.
Yeah.
And I still lack that skill set of knowing how much of something we're going to use. All I knew is I wanted to make 8.5-inch blocks.
Exactly. And so, there is a little bit of, in the math. And I probably could have helped better on that part. But I
Oh,
read through
please
your
don't
whole
take that as a
pattern and
complaint.
I loved
You're
it all.
busy. Yeah.
No. I know. I try to, I know. But I
So
read through the whole
this is what Shonda told me about this whole situation. She was hearing what I was saying too, when I was initially talking about what this is how we're going to do it. She even watched what I was doing, but she said that it was like, because of the way she didn't say it was the way I was wording it. She just wasn't exactly hearing it. And part of the problem was that she couldn't see every step I was doing either.
Okay.
Because I skipped some steps, and because I had already done them off camera, and that's where I messed up. So she didn't see a couple steps. So when we sat down today, she says, show me what you're trying to tell them to do. And we went step by step, and she asked me questions, and we got the math straightened out that I was having difficulties with. And because she thinks like you, she's on her feet with had numbers coming out before I could even write them. I was like, oh my God, you're fast just like Jess. And before it was all over with, we had the part 1 all figured out, part 2 figured out. We had how the different pre-cuts were going to come into play based on, because I gave choices. Even though I'm doing 2 layer cakes, I want not everybody has layer cakes laying around. And I just happen to have these that I'd had forever. But I couldn't explain it in the channel. And then when I sat down in the channel tonight, and I thought I was explaining it better, I wasn't sure if people were. That's why I asked, does this make sense? Because I wasn't sure, because I wasn't seeing feedback.
Yeah.
And then suddenly everybody started giving me feedback.
Yeah. And that's good to have that give and take in that conversation back with people that really care about what you're doing and want to see the quilt succeed and the quilt to be amazing. So, it's going to be great.
I sit there
And I like it when they also ask questions. I mean, Denise asked several questions tonight about certain parts of the block. Yeah,
Yeah.
and when I went back and explained it, and I realized, well, maybe I didn't explain it enough because I kept calling these. Well, there was 2 or 3 times where I called them sash, and then I called them borders, which that's confusing.
Yeah,
And I
that can
didn't
go
realize
either
that could,
way.
yeah, I didn't realize switching back and forth between those two words could be confusing for someone. And then I realized, well, she mentioned border, and I'm not talking over you, Denise. Please don't think that. I realized it's because I kept changing between the two terms, and that could be confusing for someone because I really didn't know what you really call this. I didn't know if you call this sashing or if you call this border.
Yeah.
You know what? Back in the old days when I would do sewing machine tutorials, I didn't know the word thread guides
Yeah.
existed. I'm not kidding you. I would say, okay, you go through this, then you go here. Because I didn't know what to call it. I'm not kidding you. If you go back and watch my old videos, and then one day I was like, oh, thread guide. And then I was like, this is the thread guide. You go through this thread guide. And
Yeah.
it's all up to what and it's not wrong. And there's nothing wrong if you don't know what it is. I call
Hey,
everything a whatchamajig or a hooser or that thingamabob.
do you know, like when we did the Jess is gonna thread this serger video, remember that night?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I was just like, oh, he's like in this thingy. And this, I was like, what is a thingy?
It's hard. It's hard though
But
because
now I know the thingy, but it's don't lose that thingy. I like
um
it.
the thing is like thank you, Terry. Thank you. And I truly appreciate you. Um yeah.
Oh, green hearts,
Not
green hearts.
everyone's a technical person. I'm not kidding you. I grew up in a house where my father literally worked for NASA. The man has patents on screws and satellites that are still in space right now. My
Oh,
mom will walk up to a table and be like, "Give me that thing on the bobbing on the thing."
yes.
Like so I'm a cross in between both.
So I wonder if like, okay, Ollie, I'm just gonna say it out, but like Ollie is so technical and he's up there and he's like making manuals and he's like using like, like the academic terms for sewing machines and things like that. So it's like I wonder if he ever cringes when he hears me talk about stuff because I'm like, I don't know what is technically like the right term is, but this is what I know. And so like I would never do that with my kids if they don't know the academic language for things, but I would just teach them. So I just wonder. So if
I was
only if you're
sweating
still
for
there.
you too, Jess. Oh, poor Jess, you were getting frustrated.
Oh,
When I first started sewing, I used to say it wasn't a complete project unless I quit twice, completely denounced sewing, had 3 meltdowns, and flipped the table over. And I'm not kidding you. Every time I would put on a complete project, I was like, worth it. The room's on fire behind me, and I'm like, this was worth it. This was worth it.
but you know what? That serger works, Candace, like no serger's ever worked before. But I probably used it at maybe a 20th of what William uses his. So it's still in pristine condition.
It's because I discovered how many there's advantages and disadvantages. Recently, I've discovered the joys of sewing without a serger because I asked myself, like, wait a minute, what did you do before you had a serger? I forgot how easy it was to make a cut without a serger.
Yeah.
Sergers are precise, and that's
And
the
once
reason
yeah.
I like it because it makes a decision. Not to mention things can call different names and from area to area. Examples: soda and pop. Thank you, Dre. Thank you.
Yeah. I totally get that.
It
Like,
truly depends on where you live.
yeah. Like people say carts or buggies or boots or trunks. I was like, what is this?
I
Southerns.
never got the boot. Are we in? No one's hitching a wagon where I live. I've never got that. When someone's like, "Oh, get the boot."
Oh my
Where
goodness.
is the boot? My whole life that has bothered me.
I had to learn I needed a dictionary for Southern language. I did. I did. I had to study it. I had to figure
Oh,
it out. It was quite a culture shock when I first came down here, but it's wonderful. And
I
I have
agree.
nothing but fun on this channel, guys. You have no idea. Like, I really, it brings joy to see all of you every single
Yep.
day hanging out with
Yep.
us. This, like all of our guests, with Katie and Tammy and Tasha when she comes on, and KK's been on here, and it's great. So
And no
I
joke,
love it.
I always say this. Doing this is what saved me from completely losing it and making paper mache out of money during the plague.
Yeah.
I got so bored during so I would go on streams, I would watch streams, and it saved me from losing it. And I always say you're not crazy until you're making paper mache out of money. Then you're crazy.
And I didn't even know that lives existed when the plague was around. Like
No, I
that,
didn't either.
I was
Yeah,
still in my own life.
same.
I didn't know.
And you know what? I will never again play Among Us or any of those other games. But man, there were some nights I needed it. I needed
Yeah.
that mindless dribble because I was just in a bad place. So I appreciate the internet. Like, just call everything a sprocket. Put the needle in the sprocket. Put the thread in the sprocket. Then put the fabric. I
In the
like.
sprocket.
If you
We're gonna
go
make
back,
a sprocket.
if you watch my old videos, I was just flubbing through it because there was
It's
certain.
kind of like making the pillowcase and you don't know what a flange is.
You know what's so funny? I'm not kidding you. That's one of the words I had to look up.
I know. I was like, what's a flange?
What is a flange? I'm Googling flange. I'm like,
Oh.
because in construction, a flange is a whole other animal than in sewing. Because I know what a
And then-
flange is in
Yeah.
construction.
And then my question of the day is what's the purpose of the flange?
Oh, Katie, have you ever made a binding with a flange?
No.
I need to do that. That's my summer goal, is to figure out how to do that. I have to watch some videos, but I need to
Yeah,
make a
because
flange.
I'm wondering about that too. I've heard about it, but I don't know what it means.
Quilt shows like it, apparently.
That's so.
So if I'm gonna get at least a third place, I gotta get third place this year. That's the goal.
says
gotta
the person who says your quilt is literally on an award tour right now.
Yeah, both of them are. I know, but see, I got that, like, I almost said best in show, did not get best in show. I got honorable mention and I got a fourth place. So my goal this year is to get a third place winner. So I can try. And if I don't, I'm so honored that I even entered it anyway, guys. You have no idea.
But you got at least it got to be shown at a quilt.
Exactly. And thousands of people got to see it. That's just the best thing for me.
Oh, that means the Angels lost to San Diego. Oof. Danny on So Not an Expert just did a flange binding.
Okay.
I'm subscribed to her too.
Danny's a
I was
sweetie.
just watching her today. I was lurking and I saw you talking. I was watching her channel. I love the sunflowers, the two girls, the ladies in the sunflowers. And I was
Have you
like,
ever watched
I
her
almost
with her
typed
mom?
birthday, but I didn't.
Yeah. Have you ever watched her with her mother when they're drinking? It's hilarious.
No, I don't think I have.
They do it. I think it's she does it with after
right.
sunset or after something, I think. And it's
Welcome
her and
in,
her
SC
mom,
Farmer.
and they'll be partaking a little bit while they're sewing, and her mom gets comical.
Yeah. I love a good flange too. Makes my legs look good. Yes, I am the creepy lurker today. I was lurking everywhere.
Do you know it's so there's a few people I watch, like I watch Lori and somebody will be like, "Hi lurkers, I'm sitting in here." I say hi out loud. I'm like, "Hi."
Oh, I haven't
Denise
said
says,
that.
Denise says it appears to me that there is an aversion to reading before you use a piece of equipment.
That's true.
I don't think it's an aversion. Some of us do actually read the manual. I read my manual on my Janome, but does half of it make sense? No.
Oh, exactly.
I don't read anything. I don't even read the math book I teach out of. I just like, let's do it. No.
Let's do the math. Oh, speaking of math, Nikolai was talking about a video he was watching where it was talking about it. A farmer had 19 sheep in his on his farm, and 9 of them died. How many's left? I think I didn't. I need to see the video because I think it might be missing a part. And it sounds. I can't think of the name of it, but it's where it makes you. The way
Well,
it's
you said
worded.
19 sheep, just 10 of them are alive and 9 of them are dead.
Yeah, but the thing is you see math equations like that, but the way it's
Yeah.
worded
Yeah,
teases your brain, and
exactly.
it's called something, but I can't remember what it's called. And I told him, I said they have those on the test all the dang time. I find
It,
those the worst kind of questions.
it's called North Carolina EOG. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
My grandfather would talk.
critical thinking. That's what I was trying to come up with.
It
It's a type of critical thinking.
is. It is.
My grandfather was an educator. He was a principal, and he would talk in word problems. So when I hear word problem, I'm like, oh, here we go, because he was the original. If a train leaves New York at noon and a train leaves L.A. at 3 o'clock, what time are they getting in Chicago? He was the originator of that. Those would drive me crazy as a kid.
All right,
Terry says-
Terry, that makes sense that was mom and aunt because of the way that they were having conversations.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand it now. But I didn't realize it was mom and aunt. That's great. It was great. You guys have to go back and watch the sunflowers. They look beautiful.
Isaiah, do you hear that? When you're 19, we're making sunflowers. We're going to do it on stream.
They were sunflowers tonight. Nice.
Yes, they were. It was great. It was great. And they're all crafting and doing their thing. It was fun. Yeah.
Terry says those math riddles make no sense. Oh, I agree with you. They always
My
nailed
whole
me to the wall.
Me too. Me too.
Because I couldn't visually see what it is they were trying to get across. Questions.
Cynthia, I'll put it in the chat. Just give me a second. It's so not an expert, but I'll put it in the channel.
I almost spit on my waiter. Spit my water out when I saw them. They must be a kick in the pants to hang out with. I love people like that.
Yeah,
They're pretty darn comical.
they are.
Of course, my husband's been comical for the last week and a half with the ketchup bottles.
That ketchup thing made me die the other day when you did that.
So now I'm going to make a rhino.
He was on a roll with that.
I'm going to make a rhino hat and a sunflower hat.
And now Andrea says she's going to make a ketchup bottle quilt.
You need a ketchup quilt, a mustard quilt, because a mustard is must do.
Yeah.
We do that in class. I have a spreadsheet that goes up on my board and goes mustard. You need to do this. Ketchup. You need ketchup on this work, and pickle. You get to pick these activities.
Oh.
Everything.
I'm stealing that. My son has a board. I'm stealing that. I like that.
Yeah.
This ketchup pile's huge.
I understand. Yeah. Oh, I would write it all out for you. You'd be like, what do you need? What do we need to do this week?
Cynthia, you're missed. You're missed.
Yes. It's going to be a long wedding month, but you'll get around. You'll come back. You're hanging out with friends. I hope the bridal shower was beautiful today.
Hope the wedding goes well, too.
I can't remember what days she's on, but it fluctuates during the weeks, I think. Sometimes she's on Wednesday, sometimes on a Saturday. Carrie, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think she has like a set day that she's on every week, but she does post things a little bit ahead of time so you can see that.
She does have one live. One of her lives is on the same day, but I can't remember which day it is.
If it's once a month, that means I watch her every time she goes live because for some reason I always catch it. I think it's in it. Is she ahead of me?
Yes, she was.
Yes.
She was. Yeah, she's.
I think that's why I always catch it.
I can't remember what zone she's in, but yeah,
she's on Central Time.
Central.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
I don't understand cloud seeding, but I need to look up
that whole piece. So I'm not going to get into that conversation today, and I won't read anything about it right now. But I, it just concerns me. A lot of people are talking about it. So
She was on right. See, I always I think it's because it's the weekend of when I catch her.
yeah.
And I hit the bell for everybody. It's weird who I do and do not get the bell for.
Do you get the bell for Katie and I?
Well, you guys are different because I'm always up on both of y'all's channels.
Oh, I know.
I like I like all of if you guys post anything, I hit like. So the more you like something, the more it comes up. So if Katie posts
Oh, that's
anything, it pops up in my feed. It'll say like 45 seconds. 2 seconds ago, Katie posted this.
Yeah.
It's because I
Now,
like it.
see, I get Jess's notifications. I get your notifications. There's 2 or 3 other people, but a lot of now with Tuber chats, even though I'm subscribed and I've got that little notification bell, I don't always get his. So I go over there and look to see what days his lives are, and I take each one and say notify me. You know,
I do that too.
because if I don't, then I miss a live. I missed a live yesterday because I didn't get notified.
Like I've been watching Terry's plants, you know, and when she progresses and she talks about them, and I know that she has a bell, and it's not like a regular schedule. I know Terry, like, but it's just like I want to see what she's doing.
Yeah,
But
and
it'll
it's
be
not
like,
telling
oh, did you
you.
watch Terry's video yesterday? And I was like, no. And so then I'm running over to Terry's channel because it never notifies me.
I just go to Terry's channel. That's another thing.
I can't.
I wasn't
do
getting I
Yeah.
wasn't getting notifications, so I
It's
just
like
started.
sometimes you get them,
Go to
sometimes
her
you
channel.
won't.
But I just want to let you know, everyone, I can now comment on all of William's videos. I can comment on all of Vintage by Joe's videos because I couldn't do that for a long time. And then there's somebody else. I could not do it from my phone. I had to get on the computer. Now I can do it from my phone. So excited. Okay, I'm done.
So, Dre, my real question is: can I fly into a cloud in a World War I biplane and do all this? That would be fun. I just want a World War I biplane. I watched way too much Peanuts as a kid.
One propeller, like the one propeller, like you start the
I
propeller.
could make one. I could
No.
make one. I could
No.
literally with the car engine. I knew someone that would fly World War II. I don't even know what the plane was, but they were Corvette engines. They were car engines in the plane.
Yes. I've seen a documentary with that. Like they talked about putting that there was it's a car engine inside of an airplane. But no, you won't see me in one of those one propeller planes because, well, I did a Cessna. I have done that before, but it's just like I don't want to risk my life like that anymore. So, yeah, I need a jet engine.
Today, my granddaughter turns 9. No, 8.
Oh, happy birthday!
Oh, feliz cumpleaños! Yay!
Hopefully, she got her birthday card.
Will they give you a call?
I sent a message asking Kristen to check their mail, that there should be something for Aria in the mail. She said she would.
Speaking of which, did you hear the music at the San Fernando Valley Swap Meet when we were on the phone today?
Yeah, I did.
I don't think so. I think they're made by the same company, not a car engine. No, I agree. But the one, the World War I technology you can make in your house. Like I want to buy that helicopter that comes in a box and you put together. But I'm scared of helicopters, so you don't have to worry about me buying a helicopter.
No thanks. You have no idea. I was like, oh no. Oh no.
I hate when I forget about something.
Yeah.
Get her
You're
car.
right. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yes, it can be done, and those are Jenny's. I want one so bad. I want one so bad.
Yeah, you're right, Denise. There's always blue dots when they come out with like a new post, a new channel, a new short, like a video, a short, whatever. if you see my studio and you could see all the people I'm subscribed to, it's really hard for me to keep caught up with that. There's no way. So, but there's certain people I want to make sure that I see their content when it comes out. I don't want to wait and just catch up on the weekends by listening.
Just don't fly one through a barn. I know I constantly talk about movies, but I love the movie The Rocketeer.
Mm,
And because of the movie The Rocketeer is why I want a biplane and a
That's it.
jetpack.
yeah.
I don't look at YouTube on my phone. Terry, I need to get professional help. I do. I walk around with my head down.
Did y'all see the fireworks short I posted today?
Yes.
Have not. No.
It's a good one. Well, I have another one to put up. He filmed two. He has 2 videos, and he made me stay inside because he was concerned about the cigarette smoke. So, but I could hear it outside. But I didn't realize it was so spectacular until I saw the videos, and I'm like, well, dang.
I spent the majority of the day making. I posted 3 videos onto my YouTube channel, even though you can only see one right now. I have it, but we made the duckling quilt block. The this one will be out on Monday, and it's the Michigan Beauty, and then my row quilt comes out Wednesday. Oh, hold on. So the duckling block was today. Michigan Beauty is on Monday, and then this part of my row quilt comes out Wednesday, and they're all ready to go. So
Hold on. Ooh. Ah.
thank you.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
I'm
Maybe I
loving
should make you this quilt so you can cut it up.
I told you, if you make me something, I'm not going to cut it up.
I still need to figure out what my yearly quilt for you will be next year. I'm thinking, see, I went curvy with you last year. I went a 2-sided quilt on you last year. So I have to bring up my skill level.
I saw your new blog video today, Jess. I will go back and comment. Was that one of the Mona's blocks?
It
Lord, I
is.
got it cracking.
It is because I know that Terry's doing it. So Terry, I tag you on every single one of these Mona's blocks so that you get it because I know that you're working on it.
Hey, since you guys are here, let me ask you a question. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Come on. I'm thinking. All right, there we go. I'm thinking about. I'm not gonna do the colors of a. This is supposed to be a swan.
Yeah.
But I thought about like doing this maybe. I'm not good at doing this backwards. Doing some color in there instead of making it just a plain jean. What do you think about that?
Coloring for in the
Yeah,
background or
make these maybe make this wing area colorful.
Oh yeah, I would do that on every single one of them. Make them a different color.
So I guess my question of the day is this the wings here or is this the wings down here?
So let's see, tail feather. It's part of the wings, but
That's what I was wondering about. Because I was wondering why they had this white right here like this.
yeah.
Really quickly, I just want to say I was disappointed when the duckling block didn't have ducks. I don't know why this made me laugh so hard. You are hilarious.
Right.
I'm like that. If something says giraffes, you better have giraffes. If you say this is a zebra block, it better have stripes.
Terry, you're not alone on that. I mean, out of all the songs they played, because there was 3 different bands that played the other night.
Now I gotta look it up.
One of the bands that played, I knew the songs. I don't understand all of the Greenlandic in the song, but I knew what they were singing about because one of them was singing about nature and hunting. And then one of the other songs they were singing about had to do with living in Greenland and nature and the milestone that this town hit, and so but yeah, I could sit and listen to them all. What was impressive about all of them, even though I didn't understand most of what they were singing about was you could feel the joy coming off of them. They
Mm.
were hyped up, and you couldn't. It was infectious just standing there watching them.
Mm.
I love that. And for the record, if you're singing, I don't care what language it is. I don't care if it's in Korean. I don't care if I feel the song, I'm gonna try to sing it too. I
There's
love
like
what Terry said. I'm the
Yeah.
same way.
there's like several songs that I've heard from local bands. Like my boss's son's, I think it's the older son, the one that plays soccer. His wife actually is a singer, and
Oh
I've
wow.
heard a lot of her music. And even though I might not necessarily know all the words that are in Greenlandic, but the music itself is beautiful.
All right, we've been going for 3.5 hours. I'm the same way, Terry. I love live music. That's why
Mhm.
I miss going to shows, but I'm too old to go to festivals and put up with all the weird stuff.
It was one of the biggest difficulties I was having, and I told Nikolai, I said, I wish I had thought to bring my earbuds so I could use the noise canceling out,
Yeah.
because I wasn't used to. You could feel the vibration in because we were inside the gym basically, and you could feel the vibration from the music vibrating the floor, and so
Oh,
it was
crazy.
like pushing on my my ears, but I was having fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out, Cynthia. And thank you so much to everybody. We will be back at it on Monday. Katie, thank you so much for joining.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You
Yeah,
are
I always
always
like having you on, Katie. You're so much fun to hang out with.
Well, I enjoy
absolutely
hanging out with you because that man there makes me laugh a lot.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
living life. Just living life, trying to have fun with my really long socks on. Hold on. These are like literally up to the knee. Look, they're up to my knee.
Uh-oh.
You didn't show me your socks. Oh my word!
These are like
Oh my word!
leggings.
You have baseball socks on.
We will be back at it. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out. I
Yes,
truly
Terry. Only
appreciate
one.
every single one of you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Twin Make Twin from those planets.
Yes.
You guys are amazing. And like I always say, reinforce your themes, be yourself. See you on Monday. And I will definitely see you next time. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night.